Yeah, man. I don't want to. I don't look at tabletop anyways. It's fine.
There we go. Alright, welcome back everybody to another game of Skyfall 5e. It's good to have you all here. How's the week? 2 weeks, I guess.
I haven't died.
Haven't died? Have you been in harm's way, Uchi?
I got really drunk that one time.
Oh yeah, fucking Jim Beam, never again.
Apparently, I was very heterosexual too.
Oh, you're right.
That's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
way
yeah.
to say it.
I'm so heterosexual.
We found out that you really like Dema because he hates black people.
Sorry, Twitch. Sorry, Twitch.
Sorry, Twitch. So sorry. Okay, so we're good to go here. We're just gonna slide into where you guys left off last time. You were looking for a miscellaneous job around town. Your previous employer, Gideon, had decided to leave the group, or perhaps was called back by his parents, who knows. And the three of you were kind of left there, unsure what to do. Looking for some work, you guys took on a job to go and catch some bandits that were outside of town. And this is unofficial work, so you're not cooperating with the guard, but they have promised to pay you, although a very small amount. You've also found a bit of additional help in the form of Jesse Faden, a roguish type that's been working for your family for a while, DeGronk, and he has decided to tag along as well. Your father has told him to try and keep you safe, as he knows how rambunctious you are. Now, the last scene involved all of you gathering around in the woods next to a bandit hideout, which you have burned down. There are bodies everywhere, and I think you guys are in rough shape for HP. What do you guys want to do?
We had already collected the thumbs, if I remember correctly.
Sure, yeah.
I
I'd
don't
say
remember
so.
getting any loot though, so I
Yeah,
think
we
you
got,
left that off.
2 gold, dude. We got a really bad luck roll on the chest.
All
No,
right.
you did loot roll, but you got like nothing. They were poor, shitty bandits.
Did
Yeah.
did Jesse roll a injury dice, or does that?
He did not. He's new,
Phoenix
so I'm
down.
gonna give him a pass
Oh, okay.
on his first down.
Dude, Phoenix down prevents injury. Come on, scrub. Know your 5e items.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
R-E-K-T. So the four of you are laying there outside. There is a section of
Well,
forest
I'm
over.
fine.
Huh?
I'm fine.
Okay, sorry. Zakarum is standing proud and tall while an elderly man is bleeding out onto the ground. Robo Boy has a few crossbow bolts in him, and Jesse is like barely hanging on to life.
Jesse has like 4 arrows in his chest, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. This portion of the map right here is completely in flames. Every single tree, just this massive bonfire. And all around you, the rest of the forest seems to be doing okay, but you do see like some flames over here that are starting to spread. And there's corpses all over the place.
Mission complete.
I think it is time to return to the town and receive our reward.
I think I'm going to die.
Old man, avoid running into the enemy. Next fight.
Where are you, VP? I hear your voice, but I can't see you.
I'm 3 feet in front of you.
Oh, I move 3. I can't. Wait, what? I'm gray still. That's why I can't move anything. All right, I move 3 feet the direction of the voice and don't find him.
I'm right here, like 2 inches.
I reach over and like put my hand on his like face. There you are.
I
All
think
right.
your eyes are fucked.
Doing
Yeah,
like
that
squinty
sounds
Asian eyes.
accurate.
I could use some help, you guys. So maybe let's head back.
Oh
Yes,
god,
let's do
you have-
this.
why do you have 6 arrows in your chest?
You should have said chassis.
Are you having issues over there existing?
Yeah, I'm in pain.
Jesse looks down at his chest for a moment there, staring at the pin cushion that has become his rib cage.
I'm not too good with the whole medical thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Neither am I.
Your group was so fucked.
Hang in there, bud.
And then,
Jesse, I'll perform a medicine check. Where are you?
I would not recommend this.
I'll grab old man here by the elbow and start leading him out of the woods.
Sure.
Please carry me like a princess.
Okay, I'll carry the old man like a princess.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Oh, you're such a strong young man, BP.
Yes.
Can you give me a beep and a boop there, Zachary?
Beep boop.
Sounds like you might have a cold, though. I've never known you to be this suave.
I'll like let Faden? Fuck, my game crashed. I can't look at names. Faden, right?
that's my
It's his last name.
What's the first
Jesse.
one? Kate?
Jesse.
I'd let Jesse like half arm on me, and we'll walk out together.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your group travels away from the forest. Off in the
Think it's
distance
backside.
behind you, over shoulder, there is a massive set of flames going up. And when you guys emerge from the forest, you can see what looks like a small crowd of people standing on the edge of the city, all staring at the forest and the massive flames that are going up as you guys step out of the woods.
No idea what happened there. Let's continue forward.
So, the bandits burned it down as like a last-ditch effort, right, guys?
Yes, that sounds good.
Alright, cool.
But I'm the one who set it on fire.
No, you're not.
See
No,
them?
no.
Damn bandits taking credit for us old people's hard work.
You just assume now, old man. You don't know what you're saying. You'll probably be dead soon.
Jeez.
Okay, so you go traveling on, and the crowd of people obviously look in your direction as you approach, but they don't bother you. And it seems to be mostly like farmers and kind of the lower class, just watching in awe as these flames go up. And you guys make it back into the city. Where are you headed to?
The guardhouse?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds to look something up here.
Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Oh, wait.
Zachary, maybe you collect the reward while I take these two back, get some rest.
Yeah, that sounds fine, BP. Okay. I'll place down the old man near BP.
Why
Don't
are you
forget the
putting
thumb.
me on the ground, BP?
Yeah,
I thought
me
you
all
were
the-
going
give
to
me
take...
all the thumbs.
Oh yeah, I like open up my chest, lean forward, and all the thumbs fall on the ground.
Roll out like dice.
I begin picking them up like a fucking.
And that one landed on a thumbs up. I think that's good.
Wow.
I like shake the picture of like the chassis I have, and get the thumb blood off.
Sure. Now, as you guys are traveling here, are you all going up to the guard at once?
Yeah, I'm going to the guards, and they're going back to the gunks.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some rest.
Okay. So you three head off and wander to the estate while Zachary heads into town, and we'll do his little bit first here. As you come up towards the guard house, it has been merely, I'd say... When did you start last session? It's probably like early evening, having wandered off early in the morning, fought the bandits in the afternoon, and then made it back in. So when you get over there, it takes a moment or two of chatting, but you eventually find the guard that you guys had spoken to before. And when he steps up to you, he kind of looks back and forth, almost as though he's kind of making sure that the coast is clear, and then says, "Alright, did you finish the job?"
I hold up my palms full of thumbs and present them to him.
He holds out a bag towards you. It's like a leather pouch.
I drop the thumbs into the bag and kind of, wipe my hands off.
He hands you a small cloth that he has with him.
I wipe my hands eagerly and
Okay.
discard it onto the ground.
Yeah. He kind of looks into there and kind of moves the bag around a bit and turns back. You guys had killed how many? What was the kill count? Was it 10?
I want to say it was 12.
12? Okay. He gives them all a look.
I
and
had
then
18 thumbs.
18?
18 thumbs.
Oh, well, they each have 2 thumbs.
So we only killed 9.
Got 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
So he turns to you after giving these a look here, and he doesn't seem to be too exact with the whole thing. When he turns back to you, he goes, "Alright, here." And he hands you a bag of 10 gold.
Many thanks, guys.
He gives you a nod and says, "Hey, are you guys going to be around for a little while?"
We are leaving as soon as my helmet is done in the blacksmith tomorrow. Why, might I ask?
Just checking. You know, might have some more work coming up around these next few days here.
We will be quite busy leaving town.
Okay, well, I guess that's the end of that then. Hey, thanks again.
If we are ever in these parts again, I will be sure to stop in and see if you require any assistance.
You see that nearby, a set of some other guards start wandering down the road, and he takes this as his leave. Like, he turns to you, just kind of gives you a nod, and then goes back to pretending that he's at work.
Okay. I'll go back to the DeGrunks.
Now, back at the estate, the three of you have wandered into the place that has been the home for BP and Jesse for quite some time. And when you get there, your family will easily let you guys in. Are you just going to, like, hit the sack and go to rest?
I'll put these 2 to bed.
Sure.
Have good night, old man. Have
Please
good
tuck
night.
me in. I can't sleep at night without my mother tucking me in.
I just throw a blanket at him.
He just instantly, like...
I'll tuck Jesse in though.
Have restful sleep, Jesse.
Arrows are in the way of my blankets.
There's like these little tents.
So sorry.
Let's pull them out one by one. Just yank.
Okay.
I'll give him a head pat with my barrel.
Fix his hair.
Now, when you get back to the estate, what are you doing, Sakura?
I would probably join them in the slumbering, but because I'm, not, fucked up at all, I would like to plant my hammer in the soft earth somewhere,
Sure.
sledge upright, and then summon some lightning into my hands, grab my hammer, and pray for like an hour or so.
Sure. You
And
take
then
some
after that, I would go to bed.
Okay. You take some time outside, thinking on the recent events, and eventually wander in there. And if anybody has any other business, let me know. Otherwise, you get a long rest and wake up the next day.
Peaceful sleeps.
My fucking divination rolls. I got a 1 sick.
That's still pretty good.
That's good.
No, one is a good thing to have.
Make your injury roll, friend.
Yeah, I was making my divination rolls first, so I can use them.
Sounds good.
$16. That is not a pass.
Not today.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the time skip time.
Gradually, you guys wake up and kind of, step out in whatever order you wish into the hallway. Down the length of the hallway, it eventually ends at that dining room that you guys are kind of familiar with. And in the opposite direction are some servants' quarters and some various storage rooms, the pantry, that kind of thing. You guys can wander about and do what you wish. You've all healed up and gotten everything from a long rest.
Can I just flag down one of the workers?
Sure, yeah, there's one of those gnome servants kind of wandering by. He gives you a look.
Mr.
ABP.
Nomercard. Mr. Nomercard, the 14th. What is the date?
Oh, what is it? He kind of like pauses for a second and looks about, and then tells you it's the 51st.
Dude, tight.
Oh, fuck.
Or the one of Titan.
Then I'll leave.
He just stays like holding a plate there, just kind of watching you leave. Like, what the fuck was that about? And then kind of turns away.
I would get up and immediately head to the market.
Sure. Do you want to go there alone before everybody else is woken up, or do you grab people and head out?
Oh, I would. Is my fish friend here?
The jar with the eel is still there next to you at the bed.
Is the eel alive?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take my eel and I'll say to the jar, "Good morning, small friend. Let's go on the walk."
Stay in here, small room.
The eel swarms
And,
about for a moment and then just kind of rests in the jar.
And I tuck him under my arm and go down to the market alone.
Okay. With your eel friend in hand, you wander out of the estate and go down the streets to that familiar marketplace. What are the rest of you guys up to?
I can almost see.
I'm
It's
just
a bit
kind of
blurry, though.
laying
many?
in bed.
How many fingers am I holding up, Draken?
Can I hold up my gun?
It looks like all 5.
Good, good.
Clean bill of health, sir. You're free to go.
100% fingers.
Hey, Draken.
Yes, BP.
I still got this junk in my chest.
And I'll hold out like the box. You know, the box.
Are you holding it in the cloth? Or are you holding
Yeah,
it
in the cloth.
Oh, that thing that we need to get BP to. Wait. Who are you?
I am DP.
Wait, who did I say? The thing we need to get Zakaroon to open for reasons that I cannot explain in a game context.
Kill me now.
What's that? 404.
Page not found.
It's the magic. Fucking get out of bed.
Okay.
I
Crawl
have
out of bed.
How bad is my vision actually, though, when he held up his gun hand to me?
Your vision at this point has kind of stabilized since that previous time when it was really bad. Now that you've had some rest, you can see all right, but there's a sort of cloudy portion that covers roughly about 50% of your vision, and it kind of moves around. Like when you blink, the spots that are blurry kind of shift and change place. It's blurry
It's like I
enough
have a
that it's
fucking migraine.
it's blurry enough that it's tough to see through. Like you couldn't read a sign, but you could like see that there's a sign there.
I'm living with a permanent migraine. This shit's the worst.
Yep.
My head! BP, what are we doing?
Well, you want to try opening the box?
We could. Should we go get the party together?
I mean, it would be rad if it was true.
Well, if it is true, and it does take us to an alternate dimension of some variety, if we did it now, nobody would know where we went.
Valid. Maybe. Maybe tonight when we venture into the forest.
Alright, what day is it? I just woke up and haven't had the chance to ask.
Oh, it is 51st.
Good lord, we skipped a few weeks. Now let's go! We'll find Jesse. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. You step out and wander, and nearby there's another door in the hallway. You open up the thing, and there, laying in bed still, is Jesse. And he has a blanket over him with these little, like, tented marks from all of the crossbow shots still stuck in his chest.
Good lord, why do you still have 24 arrows in your chest?
I don't know. Nobody helped me. And I asked
But
for
you look like you're in perfect health. This doesn't make any sense.
Baby, let's take a trip to the.
Is there like a doctor's room? Is there like any servant that's medically equipped?
Yeah, your father keeps a doctor on the estate.
God damn, we're rich as fuck. Yeah, go to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hobble along.
So before you go and get to this guy, we'll cut over to Zakarum, who has left for the market. Now you've wandered down the streets and have made it in towards this place. It's early in the morning, a familiar sight, the different stalls being set up in the stores flipping their signs, the hustle and bustle of the crowd starting to migrate to your location, this nexus in the city. What do you want to do?
I want to go to the blacksmith.
Same one as before?
Uh-huh.
Okay. This blacksmithy is very well equipped, as you remember. There's pretty much everything there, and you had contracted them to make you a helmet out of that skull. You wander over to the place, stepping in, and when you step through the door, you see the same salesperson from behind the counter. He kind of, gives you a wave. Good to see you, sir. Let me know if you
Hi.
need anything.
I'll approach him and say, yeah, so just making sure that my helmet would be ready for this afternoon.
Oh, yes. It's been a while. Sorry. Here. Do you have the papers?
Been a while. It's been a day.
Is that a Triton expression?
Is that a human expression?
It's. Do you have the papers?
I pass him the bear skull helmet receipt.
Okay. He gives it a look, and he kind of points out the date there, and he says, it's the 51st.
I look at the receipt and look at what day it says.
The day on the receipt is like the 29th or 28th.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll take that helmet now. I need to go.
Yeah, for sure. Here, let me just go grab that for you.
I turn to my EO friend and say, oh, we fucked up.
The eel squirts around in the jar. Eventually, this man comes out from behind the door, which is beyond the bar, and when he returns, he has with him a small box of some kind. It's like a wooden crate, and when he opens up the top, you see there packed in with a whole bunch of hay to kind of insulate the thing is a beautiful helmet that's been made out of the bear skull.
I will take it out and strap it on.
It takes a moment. This helmet seems to have a couple of straps on the side that can be tightened up to get like a better fit so it doesn't come off. It's part ornamental and also part combat ready. You can see that the innermost portion is lined with metal so that if you were struck, even if the bone broke, you would probably still survive the blow.
Very nice, very nice. I'm impressed.
He gives you a nod and says, "We have some of the best smiths and craftsmen here. If you need any other work, let us know. If you could try and pick things up a little bit earlier, that would be nice. But we don't do any sort of holding fees or anything, so you don't have to worry about that."
Much appreciated.
He gives you a nod and he says, "Well, is there anything else that I can help you with?"
No, that will be all. I must be going now.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir. See you next time.
Goodbye. Does this helmet confer anything?
Practically, it does not give you any AC or anything like that, but it does look badass.
Okay.
I assure you, you're the only person with a bear skull for a helmet in town.
Alright, I will pick up my eel friend and run back to the Gronks.
You're a fish person walking around in a human town with a bear skull for a helmet, a hammer slung over your shoulder, and a jar with a moving eel in it. You know, there's people nearby
So
just like
incognito.
2 women weaving baskets on the side of the road. Like, what the fuck is that? Doo-doo-doo. Okay, so you're going back to the DeGronks?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I'll
meanwhile...
burst in the door and start. Oh, okay, no, go ahead.
Sure. Meanwhile, back at the estate, you guys wander over, and speaking with your father, he looks over and goes, "Ah, BP, what do you need? Goodness, your friend is Jesse, what did you do?"
We encountered some hostility on our quest.
He reaches forward and touches one of the crossbow bolts, and it, like, sends a pang of pain throughout your chest.
Ow!
Okay, let's see if we can find a doctor around here for you. And your father kind of leads you off down the hall and then shoves you guys into a room. And in this room there is a nice bed, which is set up at a much like taller height, as well as a bunch of different surgical implements that kind of hang around in the walls. And you can see like bone saws and stuff like that. And there's a man over at the back end, and he is currently smoking a pipe, kind of just sitting there by the window. And when he looks over, he just kind of gives you a simple motion. He doesn't even address you. He just waves for you to come sit over at the bed.
We'll come in and sit at the bed.
Okay. When you sit over there, he comes over. He gives the arrows a look, and then just kind of gives you like a 2-second bit of attention. He's a fairly older gentleman, you know, kind of bald with a bit of gray here and there. And he just says, "This is going to hurt." And he just he pulls out like pliers and one by one yanks out these arrows and kind of patches you up afterwards, gets you a whole bunch of bandages, does what he can, and before long you are fine. You feel a little bit exhausted from the pain, but it just kind of gradually will disappear throughout the day.
I thank him for his services.
Okay. He gives you a nod, a smile that seems genuine, though slightly uncaring, and he does wander back to the corner there and continues smoking his pipe and staring out the window. Now, as this happens, the door flies open, and Zakharum, you have just entered into the main hall. What do you want to do?
I start screaming, "BP! Old man!"
Your names are called from far off in another portion of the house.
Somebody call my name.
It is our fish friend.
Oh, yeah.
He seems to be in a panic. Let us walk there.
You tend to Jesse. I'll go and get him.
And I will
Yes.
go off without BP to get him. And I will get lost along the way because I cannot read signs and this is a big house.
Okay. You wander over there and find there in the main hall is Zakharum. He looks fresh to death.
Ah, Zaki boy. I can't really see your face, but how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We skipped forward in time quite a bit. We need to go. We need to go now.
We're currently having the arrows removed from Jesse's chassis.
Oh,
Jesse's
Okay.
right beside you, and he's fine.
I thought I went by myself. Okay.
Oh, no, I thought it was the group that went back.
No, I thought we were still having the arrows removed, and I went to go greet him while the arrows were being removed.
Oh, okay,
Is this a
sure.
misunderstanding on my part?
Sure, you and Zakharum are talking there, and down the hall is BP and Jesse wandering back slower.
After every single arrow is removed, I'll just be like,
Are you okay?
He does not look okay in that moment.
Not my finest moment.
At least he has a lot more sockets.
4 fresh USB ports.
3.0.
can I just yank the arrows that are in my chest out?
Yeah, they just kind of pop out. It's like pulling Nerf darts off of a table.
Are you okay to walk, Jesse?
Yeah, I believe he'll be alright.
Okay. So the two of you get up and wander out of the room and head down the hall, and eventually find Zakarum and Draken talking by the main door.
Holy fuck, that helmet looks raw.
Fresh to death, VP. But
Quite fresh.
you know, we skipped forward in time. I need to go to the shrine up north or east or something, and we got to go like now.
I don't think you had a time limit from what you told us.
Yeah, but it's been a while, and you know how those higher beings get.
I guess
I
so.
always imagined higher beings were either really impatient or really patient. If you're impatient, you'd be dead by now.
Are we all okay to leave town in our current state?
Weren't we going to mess with the puzzle box?
We could do that later tonight.
Alright, I'll wait.
Hey.
Let's go.
All right, so we start walking north, I guess.
Jesus.
Oh no,
fuck.
it's to the east. It's east.
I thought it was northeast.
Looking at the map, it says east.
Are you looking? No, that's where the bandits were.
No, east. Coastal Shrine. Party mark. East.
No, it is east. Where the fuck am I in life? Oh, it's
Blind.
here.
Blind.
If you guys didn't have the fucking, like, Skyrim minimap, you'd be dead. Okay.
Just go north.
Oh shit, there's ocean here. This isn't right.
Wait, wait, what?
Hey, we're at the coast, so where's the shrine? I thought it was a coastal shrine. Maybe if we just walk westwards, we'll find it eventually along the coast.
So, stepping out from the estate, you momentarily take a look at the map where the location of this shrine has thankfully been dotted down and start to head in that direction.
Thanks God.
On our way out, I'd like to buy some rations.
Sure. Rations will run you. Let's see, in a big town like this, it's not going to be too bad. Yeah, I'd say that 6 silver for each one.
6 silver a ration?
Yep. It feeds one person for a day.
So let's get 3 rations each.
Zakarum.
3 days.
Hey, Zakarum.
Yes, BP, I'm thinking.
Do you want... Oh, sorry.
I'm just
No,
poking
go,
him.
go ahead,
I'm
go
poking
ahead,
him
go
while
ahead.
he's shopping.
Yes, BP, what?
Here,
Mom!
have my money. I don't need it.
I'll give him my 3 gold, 10 silver, and 100 copper.
I take everything but the copper.
Fuck.
Throw it on the ground like the trash it is.
Wait, how much silver?
10 silver.
Okay.
A gold worth of 10 silver.
So
And a gold worth of copper.
silver. We need...
Can I go to the merchant and give him my 100 copper for 1 gold? Or
Yes.
does he even refuse that?
No. When you're in town, I'd say that you can exchange coin freely.
Oh, thank God. Alright. So add 1 more gold to your stuff.
You don't have to be that guy if you don't want to.
So 1 silver and 4 gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, it's 10 silver.
Oh,
so you
10
can just
silver.
add 5 gold, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Do that, and then 72 silver. Alright, I fork over enough for 12 rations. Comes to 7 gold and 2 silver.
Okay, sounds good. You can add those to your inventory. Local gentleman at a general shop will hand that over to you. Are you guys picking up anything else on the way out? The city of Hillcrest is rather large, and you have access to all sorts of stuff.
I'm
I
wondering,
don't have any
like,
money, so no.
I have a lot of money. I
Okay.
feel like I should buy something. I don't know what to buy, though, to be honest.
Sure. Well, I mean, you could say that to the party. You could be like,
All
a
right,
lot of
I'll
cash.
do that.
What should I do?
Hey, guys, I have a lot of money. and I feel like I should be spending it. What should I do with it?
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Sound like a bad 90s commercial telling me about the internet.
What is the AOL Online?
What's the fucking video game commercial? This is where the kids get easy breeze, some shit like that.
Oh, the fucking not GameSpot. It's like Game Zone or something. One. It's like you know the Heezy. Fuck me. I need to find that.
You should save the money, Jesse. It's not wise to just spend because you feel the need to spend.
You could
What if you
end up.
want to buy a home one day?
Shut up. Buy me bullets.
Alright, I suppose I'll just hang on to it.
I'll distribute my rations. Oh shit. Well,
Did you account for me?
I did not. I got you some too. So you can store 3 rations. 3 emergency rations will go in the trash can, and everybody else gets 3 rations apiece.
Dude, I love the taste of thumb.
Perfect. Okay.
Oh yeah, mine will taste extra thummy.
Christ.
Okay.
Let's go down to the floor with Zelda, who's standing.
It's just like we're playing Skyrim and you have to eat the fucking giant's toast to figure out what it does.
Jesse, how much gold do you have?
I get out my gold pouch and I'm giving it a check. 58.
Holy shit, he's rich!
He's rich.
Which was my point.
I mean, there's always exotic shops around town if you're looking for that stuff. Wink.
Alright, I suppose I'll give it a gander. Let's visit an exotic shop or something, a wink.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Strip club, strip club.
Okay, so your group is in the market, and Zacharum is, picking up some rations and things like that. There's a bit of hurry, but Jesse mentions that he has quite a bit of cash on him, and it might be worth picking up something on the way out. Now, as you guys go looking around for stuff, how much cash do you have exactly, Jesse?
58
58. Okay.
gold pieces.
Let's see. I would say that on the way out of town, you do bump into a couple of shops that have some strange stuff in the window. The main one seems to be like an apothecary with a bunch of different potions and things like that in it. And another one that you see nearby seems to be selling magical implements of some kind. And just from glancing in there, you can see quite a few interesting things, but most of the prices are like well beyond what you could afford.
What about the apothecary?
There's a few potions here and there that certainly look like you could, buy one or two with the amount of money that you have.
I'll probably just hold on to the money then, and I'll just keep going.
Okay. So you guys take a moment, look around, but in the end, nothing really presents itself for the amount of gold that Jesse has. And you guys leave town and start to wander off towards the shrine. Now, leaving the town, you pass out through the outskirts and off towards the coast and kind of follow along there, right? Are you making any, are you doing detours? Are you going into the forest, or are you going to stay on the beach, or what's up?
I guess we can just stay on the coast.
Probably our safest bet.
Okay. I would like somebody to roll luck, please.
Who's feeling lucky? That guy is.
It's a 6.
Nice.
Feeling very lucky.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Give me a moment, please.
Fuck.
Now, which shade of dragon do I want?
You guys have a favorite color?
Yeah. I think
Fucking easy. Easy color.
Baby. My favorite color is baby.
I don't think we can fight a baby dragon either.
Eggshell, give me an egg. I just want to punch it.
Now,
Yeah,
here's
egg cone.
Here's what you see. Wandering down the coast, everything is quite picturesque. You spend probably about 3 or 4 hours wandering in the early morning till the afternoon rolls around. And it looks like at this pace, as long as nothing kind of gets in your way, you might reach this shrine by evening or morning the next day. Now, going along the coast, everything is fine, like I said, until eventually you notice something further up ahead. And at first, you're not really sure what it is. It masquerades almost as though it may be like some bit of driftwood or just a log that's laying there in the beach and sand, or maybe a rock of some kind. But as you get a bit closer, you notice that a few hundred feet away, laying there on the shoreline, is a dead animal. There's a corpse, and that corpse has been partially eaten. Its rotten flesh has slothed off here and there from its body, revealing some bone underneath. You can't smell it from here, but just the sight of it almost brings up a visceral disgust. It's quite large. It looks like a sea creature of some kind. Probably about like 8 or 9 feet long and a few feet off of the ground. What do you want to do?
Can I, like, scope in on it with my gun? See if I can see any more details?
Sure, you kind of point your gun over at it and wait for a moment. I want you to make a perception check.
Oh, that's 23.
Focusing for a second, staring at the thing, you notice something. It moves for a brief moment.
Does it look like it's feigning?
Like it quivers. Well, it could be feigning, but if it is, it does have like bones and flesh exposed, so...
Oh. It's like one of those sick octopus. Or no, is octopus that?
Octopieces, I think it is?
No, is it... Do octopi change color and shape?
They do.
Hell yeah, I know my sea mammals.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Well, it seems to be alive and or twitching.
What
Shall
do you
we?
mean it's twitching? It's just a rock.
Oh, no, there's a dead corpse over there. Well, presumably dead. It's twitching.
Isn't that just a rock?
You
Swear
can't
you're
see.
seeing things nowadays, BP.
Remember, your sight is fucked.
My sight is perfectly fine.
Sir, you know
I've been
that's a
able to
lie.
see things so clearly. I haven't been this woke since I woke up.
Please never use the word woke again. That is not lit.
God help
Alright.
us all.
Jesse and Zekarum, do we go near the corpse, or should we just take a very large circle?
We should go near it and see what it is.
Inquisitive. I like that. Hopefully it does not murder us.
I don't know how a rock's gonna murder you, BP, but sure.
So this is the,
Alright, I
like
guess
the
we'll approach
beach
it very
and the water.
cautiously.
Okay. How close do you guys want to get? Go ahead and position yourselves.
Can I keep trained on it? Yeah, I want to go like right there.
Just slide. He dives in the sand and slides 60 feet.
I'm just rolling on my side towards it.
I cast mage armor. on
Donkey
myself.
roll!
Actually, no, I don't. I think it's a rock. I'm not casting mage armor on myself.
As you guys get closer towards the thing, you see what BP sees. The corpse, though laying there, with its rib cage like open up and torn, actually quivers on occasion. And every now and then it seems to move.
It's a rather mutilated rock.
It's just exposed. Hey, Zekarum, try throwing a rock at it.
That seems.
All right, I'll pick
strange.
up some kind of item near me and throw it at the thing.
Sure. You reach down, finding a piece of driftwood, and beside that a rock. Opting for the heavier thing, you kind of toss it over there. And I'd like you to make a attack roll with a improvised weapon.
What does that mean?
We could say it's
Okay.
thrown. Just make like a strength attack.
Oh,
there
not
you go.
20.
Okay.
Okay.
You hurl the rock, and everybody watches as this thing flies across with enough speed to punch through a bit of flesh here, sending like little flecks of like desiccated meat in different directions. And as this happens, you also watch a number of large larval type creatures come squirming out of the body, rushing towards you. Everyone, please roll initiative.
Ew.
Hey.
Ew.
Yeah, that about
Gross.
sums that up.
This is just like Lugma on the Soup 2.0.
Wow, I got a nat 20. Natty 20, boys.
I'm already where I'm supposed to be. Sick.
Ew. Ew. Did the big thing like deflate at all, or is it still twitching?
Yeah, it kind of like, you know, slumped down and got smaller as they all crawled out.
Ugh. Disgusting.
What do you get, Andrew?
I got a 17, but
Okay.
Let's see. I got a not so good.
I'm on an 18, so you're fine. I'm gonna move up.
Fuck. Okay, your first BP. These things come running towards you. It's clear that these larvae have pincers at the front of their mouths, which are like scything back and forth constantly as they writhe towards you. Bits of flesh still falling off of their sort of like tube-like white bodies. What do you want to do?
Is it like maggot pulsating bodies, or is it like
Yes.
tube bodies? Okay.
Yeah, big, like they're huge maggots, probably like the size of a German Shepherd kind of thing.
holy.
All right.
Steps back.
5, 10, 15. Hunters mark this one,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll go for a normal, regular old, traditional shot.
Wave cannon.
Fuck. It's like an 11.
You miss, unfortunately, firing at the creature. It passes overhead and smashes into some of the sand over here.
Fuck.
What did you roll, Uchi? A 7?
I rolled a 4 and got an 11.
Woof.
That's the end of my turn. That's all I could do.
I
Okay.
missed.
Draken, you're up.
Going to cast Bless on the party and then back the fuck up because I don't have mage armor.
Okay. After that, let's see, who's up next? Jesse, you're up. What do you want to do?
Now what I know I needed to buy in town. I
Bug
will-
spray.
I will move away. I only have melee weapons. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I hide in the wide open?
No. You're just standing on the beach. There's nothing around here.
Damn it!
Just smash your head
Just-
into the sand like an
Yeah,
ostrich.
yeah, just
Yeah.
bury your hand in the sand. They'll never know.
Zach Room, you're up.
Are we're allowed to like talk to people on our turns, right?
Yeah, talking's a free action.
Zachary, it seems that we are taking defensive position.
That means charge. Wait, Baller?
You know, I'm here. Just
Okay.
looking.
I can see his hand counting forward.
Alright, I'll stay right where I am and prepare to dodge.
Okay.
Prepare to dodge.
Next up are the creatures here, and they come swarming towards your group. Let's see here.
Oh,
Sprinting is an action.
They scurry along the ground, moving remarkably fast for things that are basically snaking along like maggots. And that's their turn, actually, as they rush towards you. Everybody roll initiative, please. Come on,
Easy,
baby.
folks. Get to go first.
Oh, that's better.
Boy, oh boy, I hope they didn't get above me. Hell yeah.
Jesse, do you want to go first, or should I?
Well, I like rolled under, so hold on.
No, but you have higher decks though.
As in, like, I didn't roll that high.
That's not how it works though.
What do you mean?
So if you have the same roll as somebody, I guess it
No,
doesn't
he
really matter.
straight
in
up
our
didn't roll the
rules.
same number.
I
Oh.
need to change
Straight
my
up didn't.
initiative.
Okay, never mind.
There
That's
was
also not how it works, Jacob.
Eh.
It's your turn, Zakarum.
Get this goddamn token out of here.
I'll make an attack on the bug in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 7.
You miss, unfortunately. Is that your turn?
No blessing's gonna save that.
Yep.
Next up is BP. It's your turn.
You are
Wow.
easy blessed.
I'll back up with taking the hit.
Okay. It makes an attack on you, lurching forward with its strange mandibles. Does a 16 hit.
Yep.
Okay. You take 9 points of damage.
Jeez. I'll use feel no pain.
Okay.
That wasn't a roll.
Have I healed since?
Yeah, you're max life.
Bait!
Wait.
8 points of mitigation, so I took
Nice.
1.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then, after backing up here, I'll take a shot at it. The
Okay.
one. This
Bless.
one.
Well, blessed. The D4 actually rolled.
Oh.
What the- Oh!
Natty 20.
Okay.
So that's D8. Does the Hunter's Mark get doubled?
Ooh.
This thing's going splat.
This thing's going boom.
18 damage.
The creature pops, exploding in a cloud of pus that goes scattering all over the sand.
Gross.
Does the blood look hurtful or no?
The what?
Does the pus looks like it's doing anything to the sand? I guess.
Oh,
Or is it just
like,
sitting
is it
there?
like alien, like melting through the sand or whatever?
Yeah.
No, just like goops of this like white sludge landing all over the ground.
Okay.
You can see parts
Wow.
of it look like they're still moving almost, but it just, yeah, lays there in the sand.
I'll use bonus action to move it to the Hunter's Mark to this one.
Okay.
Yeah, we.
And it is now, who's after BP there?
Jesse.
Okay. You're up, Jesse. What do you want to do?
I will move up to this creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then use my action to attack it.
Okay, go for it.
Be sure to roll a D4 with your D20 to attack.
Baller has, or sorry, Jacob has given you the hashtag blessed, so you know.
What do I roll
You roll this with it.
with it? Okay.
Yeah, with it.
Rude.
Cling.
A 14 with that.
And then plus your
Plus-
proficiency and plus your agi.
Your
Or
dex
dex,
That's
sorry.
modifier.
not
Whoops.
this
Same thing.
nigga.
Plus proficiency. Plus dex bonus.
Yeah, the dex
So
mod.
19.
You definitely hit. Roll damage.
Two D6, I believe.
It's 1d6 if it's just your first sword.
1d6, and then you have to roll a second time for your other attack.
6.
6 damage.
Nice.
Plus your
Plus
dex.
your dex.
Post my dex bonus,
Yeah, your dex bonus on that one.
so 9.
Yep.
Okay.
9 damage on first swing.
So you slash
Then-
forward with your first attack and cut into the thing, letting a whole bunch of this white ooze kind of pour into the sand, but it's still fighting you. Each time that it moves, like trying to bite at your ankles there, you watch as more of like its own like organs and internal juices slough out onto the ground.
Absolutely disgusting.
You still have your bonus action, and you are dual wielding, so you could
I
either
should
take.
use it to attack again.
Yes. Which
You
you're
gotta
gonna
do the roll thingy again, like all over again.
Yep.
Does the offhand not get his dex bonus though? Right?
It
For-
doesn't.
just for
the
damage.
The damage does not.
Oh, okay. So you roll the same.
So roll a
Okay.
d6.
No,
No.
roll the d20 plus the d4 to see if you hit.
Nice, okay. That'll do it.
Yeah, 21.
And then you roll a d6, and this time you don't add dexterity, because it's your offhand.
Sick.
Holy
Come
d6
on.
whisper.
Okay. You slash this creature as well, and with your second slash, cut through its head. One of its eyes pops for a moment there, letting out like a clear liquid. It kind of reels back and squirms around on the ground, and it thrashes back and forth, getting covered in sand. It continues to do this until eventually stopping to move.
Okay.
Nice
That'll do
job,
it for me.
Jesse.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Enemies are up, and
A fun little thing I do, Andrew, to speed up the rolls. If you know you're going to be using both attacks, I recolor one of my die so I know which one's the offhand, which one's the main hand when I swing. And I just roll them both at the same time.
3 attacks coming up. 2 on Zakarum. You're dodging though, so
I'm not dodging.
no. I thought you
No,
were
he
from
made it.
last turn.
That was
He
two
made an
turns.
attack this turn.
Oh shit, right, and he rolled like a 7 or something to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 attacks, one of them's a 16 and the other's a 18.
Both of those hit.
The first one strikes you for 2 plus 5, 9. And the second one hits you for 4.
All right.
And then Jesse, you are attacked by one of these, and does a 15 hit.
Just barely, yeah.
Okay. This thing bites you for 6 damage.
Okay.
And next is Draken. It's your turn.
I have disadvantage on ranged attacks.
This is true.
This is true. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to attempt. I'm going to attempt to hit this one with a firebolt.
Don't kill me.
I do not do that much damage. That's a shitty roll, but I have another roll to make to see if it's even shittier. It's not. That's a 13 to hit.
You hit.
Wow.
Sick.
Surprise.
Fuck that rock, old man.
Is fireball D12 or D10? D10.
D10. D12s only exist in Xanathar's guide, because wizards.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Power creep, from the makers of Magic the Gathering.
7 damage.
7 damage, okay. Which one are you hitting?
The one next to Jesse.
This guy, okay. Jesse, mid-combat, you watch as a mote of flame flies into this creature and hits the thing. It catches fire for a second. Small hairs along this maggot's body go up in flames, and it squirms around, giving off a horrible scent.
Damn, moving
Smells like
rocks!
shit.
Is that your turn, Draken?
That will be my turn.
Roll initiative, everyone. Oh, fuck. I am getting boned on these initiative rolls, dude.
I'm getting very high.
I just want to kill some players. It's been so long.
Is that
Shut
too
up.
much to ask for?
Right?
I said not enough.
BP. Killing us on the beach.
I'll move Hunter's Mark from the Jesse's corpse this one.
Okay.
And I'll-
Green Dog.
Go for a hit.
Go for
There
it.
it is.
I'm gonna do the super shot, whatever. Marksman.
Wave cannon.
No, not wave cannon.
The marksman.
Minus 10.
That
Sorry.
thing.
So it's a 15 to hit.
Hits.
Aw, heck yeah, bud.
Oh,
That's a 20 damage? No, 23 damage.
the one next to you explodes into goo, Zakarum. A bunch of its white, sort of like pus lands on your arm.
Gross.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. And it is your turn next, Jesse. What do you want to do?
I will strike at this creature in front of me as my action first.
Okay. Its jaws still have your blood on them, and it's still hungry. You go to kill the thing. Make your attack rolls.
Do I have the D4 thing again?
Yes.
Until I lose it, you will always have it.
20.
Holy shit! Yeah, you hit it. You
A
definitely.
shit ton of
You
damage.
hit the fuck out of that thing.
Put it in technical terms.
8.
Damage. Okay. The thing is still alive. You slash into it with a really deep cut, causing a lot of
Is
its
it?
body to deflate, but it continues trying to bite at you.
What the fuck? That also got hit by 7 damage on my fireball. Holy shit.
I will
That thing.
bonus action to hit it again.
Go for it.
20.
God, the dice are stacked. Roll damage.
Getting some high
D20
rolls.
Whisperer.
2.
Slash forward again, and this time kill the thing. Finally stops moving.
Yeah. 2 damage.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
After that, Draken, it is your turn. What do you want to do? There's 2 of them left. Goo all over the place.
left. I'm going to attempt to attack the one with the firebolt next to our Zakarum friend.
Okay.
And probably miss. Well,
Probably
one
not.
of them crit, but that's a 17.
Yep, definitely hits.
Yeah.
Uh,
So good at rolling today? Hell yeah. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
9.
Okay, you hit that one. It's still alive.
And that is my turn.
Okay. After Draken, Zakarum, it's your turn. You watch as a ball of fire hits this one, causing its eye to pop and sizzle. It's your turn.
Alright, I will make an attack on this creature.
Get that motherfucker.
Add your D4.
Might need it.
15?
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
The mist without bless.
Blessings.
It's a
Classic.
German Shepherd sized slug, dude. How could you miss that?
Dude, it's so gross that you just don't want to touch it.
Like, just fucking roll that one into a 1.
Yep.
Oh,
10 damage?
your hammer crushes down on this thing here, striking its head. The back end of it suddenly rips open, and a whole bunch of goo just, like, explodes outwards like a car running over a roll of toothpaste.
And then I will action surge
Okay,
and step up and attempt to slam this one too.
go for it. Ooh, yep,
Yeah,
you hit.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
They're just exploding. It's teaming everywhere.
Oh! Reroll both of them.
That's a 1
Yeah, I
and
don't
2.
like that at all. Why you gotta do this to me, bro?
What up?
For 8 damage.
Okay, it's still alive.
Alright, and then I'd like to bonus action a second wind.
Okay, go for it. After that, it is the creature's turn, and it will make an attack on you.
Okay. Plus
Oh, sorry, why am I rolling 2? Just 1 attack. He definitely misses with a 7, and
Yes.
everybody roll initiative.
Who's gonna get to kill it?
Hell no, it's gonna get a kill, dude. It just got a 16 initiative. Oh, fuck off. Why you guys... Alright, Draken,
Wait.
you're first.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, you did? Oh, never mind, you're first.
Never mind.
Going for the
you
kill
go.
ball.
Using my divination roll to give his attack roll a 1 so that I can get the kill.
All right, there it is.
No, I'm not doing that.
All right, let's see if I can finish it off with a
That hits.
yes, like 17.
Yep. It's not a 17 per se, but it's like a 17.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I can't
Theoretically.
believe it's not
it's
butter.
very close. Okay.
Can't believe it's not
for
butter.
13 damage.
You destroy this thing, stepping up to it once again after making a couple of quick attacks. You run forward and finish off the last one. You are no longer in combat.
How covered is Zachary?
He is by far the gooeyest of all of you. It's like
He's as white as
from
my
his
goodness.
knees down is pretty much covered in goo, and one of his arms has just got like a whole bunch of it.
I just scream out, Dyson! As I like pump my hammer over my head.
Okay.
Feels good. I didn't use a single spell slot.
Bless?
Did you?
Bless is my magic initiative thing. So not technically a spell slot, it's just a once a day use.
Maybe
Okay.
go wash off in the ocean so you don't look like disgusting.
You don't smell bad either.
Well, I think it smells great. I
Mhm.
can't smell.
Shall we approach the monstrous enemy token on the board?
Firebolt!
Ah. Name that. When you come up towards it, you can see that these things were feasting upon this this dead creature. When you're closer to it, it's easier to tell what it is. It looks like a small whale, some kind of like ocean-dwelling
Oh.
creature, and it has been beached and just devoured by these things. Though its outside still has some skin and little bits here and there, you can see that those maggots have hollowed out the inside, and there's like basically nothing left.
How bad does it smell?
It's pretty bad. You also see what look like much smaller versions of the maggots, like maybe a few inches across, kind of squirming around inside.
Alright, firebolt.
They like
Burn the
pop
carcass.
and sizzle whenever they get hit.
Just burn the carcass.
I'll say a prayer to the fallen venture of the sea.
Sure.
You know what this is?
Yeah, Zacharum, you would actually know what this is. You would know that what you're looking at is a what's it called? A variety of shark, basically. And from the looks of it, it's an older one that's like finally died.
A great predator, never swim again.
How do you guys set this thing on fire, other than by Draken repeatedly shooting bolts at it?
I think Draken repeatedly shooting bolts at it.
Okay, you
I
guys
think
just
I think that's the plan.
spend some time just incinerating this thing.
We'll just,
Fireball!
like, walk on
Fire!
by.
Firebolt! Firebolt!
I think the old man is losing it.
Yeah. Now, as you guys continue wandering off, you guys are going to leave this little scene behind, right?
After all said and done, eventually, yeah, we can move on.
Incinerated.
Okay.
Don't need any more of those bugs on our way back.
That's very true. Who knows how fast they grow? You make sure to be as thorough as you can, and eventually wander off down the beach. Now, wandering off, you eventually get to the nighttime and find that the sun has come and set before you could reach your destination. You could press on and try and travel through the night in the darkness, or you could simply camp here on the beach and then go and get to it in the morning.
I think we should camp.
Camp?
Yeah, we-
Okay. Do you camp on the beach, in the trees near the beach? What do you want to do?
How open is the, or how cloudy is it?
Right now, I'd say it's like a nice sunny day out. You know, it's
I-
the middle of spring and it shows.
It's a nice sunny night out.
The view would be nice. on the ocean front. Let's camp on the beach, friends.
Ah, but then I'll never get the sand out of my robes.
Sounds good.
Okay. You guys go and set up camp with enough equipment. You guys kind of pull out some tents, make a little campfire, and set up with your bedrolls. I'm going to reuse this map for the sake of simplicity for the moment. And I'd like somebody who's feeling lucky to roll luck.
I'm so lucky.
Alright, H, don't fuck it up.
I'll fuck it up.
Statistically speaking,
2.
it is worse than mine.
Christ almighty.
Give me 2 seconds, please.
Why?
Yeah,
Wow.
we decided on color last time. Let's go with like demeanor. What kind of demeanor do you like?
What's the watch order?
I'll go first. I'll
Okay.
be first at the night.
I don't think I should be watching anything with my blurry ass vision.
Sure. Who's second?
I'll go second.
Okay. It's the middle of the night, and the fire has now been reduced to a very, very small flame, casting barely enough light around the bedrolls as you guys camp out in the middle of nowhere, just kind of laying there in the sand and resting. It's not too bad. After a bit, you kind of are able to nestle into a spot that's comfortable, and it beats laying down in the forest having like a rock underneath your tent. Zakarum, you're the one who's awake, and in the middle of the night, when the moon is out and the stars are twinkling off in the distance, I need you to make a perception check as you hear something nearby.
I'm pretty good at these.
Are you?
No.
Oh.
Perception is a 9.
Okay. You hear the unmistakable sound of some sort of wings taking flight. It sounds like a group of sparrows or ravens, some sort of small fowl, which suddenly takes to the air and flies away. It sounds like it's coming from the forest nearby. You can't see them, and as you kind of look around, you think for a moment one of them passes in between you and a star off in the distance, momentarily throwing a shadow over it. But that's it.
I'll prepare to dodge.
Okay.
And not wake up the party.
Well, he doesn't.
So you go looking off, and there's a
He's preparing
moment
to
where nothing
dodge, though.
happens. And then... Let me check something.
Why couldn't it just be and then nothing happens? Just leave it at that. And then nothing happens. And everybody lived happily ever after.
Nothing happens.
Now it's even worse. Now it's even worse.
But then... Wait, real? There's no but then?
Yeah, nothing happens.
Oh, no! Oh, fuck. Alright, well, I'll be extremely hesitant, of the wood line and the air.
Sure.
And then when my watch ends and I go and wake up Jesse, I'll say to him, something disturbed some birds in the trees in the night. Be careful.
Got it. Sounds good.
Okay. Zakarum, you tuck in for the night, and Jesse, you wake up. It's unfortunate. It's not like back in town when you can just sleep for a solid 8 hours. When you're out here, you have to, do your share and take watch, and now it's your turn. You kind of get up out of your bedroll and whatnot. What are you gonna do? Just sort of sit around the fire?
I will gaze at the fire and just listen to the night.
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
$14.
Okay. It's quiet and tranquil. The the sound of waves gradually comes up onto the beach, and off towards the forest you hear the sound of bugs and things like that. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. I suppose I should go investigate and look around the trees.
Sure. What's your AC?
14.
Okay. You just sit there for a moment, staring at the fire, focusing in on the sights and sounds, and after about 5 or 10 minutes, you decide to kind of get up and look around. You're about to get off of the little stump that you're seated on, when a crossbow bolt strikes you in the chest. You take 3 damage as it just right there into your chest.
I remember this.
I look down at it and say, a familiar feeling. Then I obviously look around and see what's going on.
Okay, sure. Make a perception check.
18.
You notice what looks like a shadowy figure creeping around near the forest line.
I will... I will wake everyone in the party up.
Sure.
No, Mom, it's too early. 5 more minutes.
Jesse, as you go over to Draken and wake him, you hear the unmistakable sounds of footsteps running away. The party wakes up. Jesse seems to have gotten you all, and despite the fight yesterday, he does not have goop on him, but a crossbow bolt stuck in his chest again.
You really do like the pincushion look, don't you?
Yeah, I told you to be careful.
There was at least one person that shot a crossbow at me from the trees. I don't know where he is or how many people are with him, but there could be danger right now.
Are we on pursuit, or do we just move?
I'm sure he'll be back.
I suppose we could just wait for him or wait for something to happen.
What the fuck was the point of shooting a single crossbow bolt at you?
Probably to lure us to a trap.
Must have wanted our attention.
Is this the white? Like, is it up? Is it like a cliff face?
That's just where the sand ends and the grass begins.
Oh, okay.
Maybe let's put out the fire and head into the tree line.
Sounds like a good plan.
Let's head over to that tree line over there.
You guys stamp out the fire and gather up your things. It's the middle of the night, so you guys have not got the effects of your long rest yet. Where are you going?
Here?
Into there? Okay. You guys go and tuck into the trees over here instead. Are you going to camp here for tonight?
We've got like, what, 2 hours left overnight? 3 hours left?
Yeah.
Does that completely fuck up the long rest? So we have to restart, or?
So far, just for Jesse.
Okay. Should I... What would happen if I remove this crossbow bolt?
I'd say that you can just pull it out.
Yeah, I'll just yank it out and kind of stop the bleeding with a piece of cloth or something.
Sure.
Alright, everyone. I believe that is all. I believe you can go back to rest while I keep watching.
I could keep up watch for the rest of the night if you wish, Jesse.
Actually, that would be nice. I'm in quite a bit of pain. Thank you, VP.
I'll take whatever the effects are, and I'll just keep up the rest of the night.
Okay.
I'll sit, like, I can't get into the trees. I'm a trash can. I'll try to watch everything with a trained eye through my gun.
Sure. Jesse, you try to lay down and get some sleep. I want you to make a constitution roll to see if you get the effects of a long rest or not. You need to beat a 10 or higher. Okay.
Alright.
So you've just been shot, and it's not a great feeling, but you do manage to eventually lay down for rest, and when you wake up, everybody is fine, and you all wake with the effects of that long rest taking place. BP, you do not, as you have been up for most of the night.
Do I take a point of exhaustion here, or just nothing happened?
You make a single roll, and you have to do the same thing. You have to beat the 10, or you'll get an exhaustion level. Okay, so you're fine.
Almost got the 1.
Almost the 1. So you guys are all good. Wake up the next day.
Got a long rest?
Make an entry check. Actually, hold on. That's my first divination roll. Divination rolls first. 17 and 2. Keep the 17. Change that to a 2. And then injury check. Nope.
The first thing I do in the morning, I'm gonna just scan like, I guess like 100-foot radius from us and see if there's footsteps.
Sure. Go looking around, and 100 feet's pretty wide, probably about like most of this here. Make a survival check.
Okay. Just checking. Okay.
Just want me to give you the 17.
Nah, I already rolled. It turned out okay. I had 20 altogether.
You look around, and at first you find very little. Expanding out from the perimeter, there doesn't seem to be much, no evidence of anything strange or out of the ordinary. But as you get further and further away, over here, sort of towards the forest, you find the unmistakable look of hurried footprints that were made. Footprints of somebody who's opting for speed more than covering their tracks. They look like regular boots.
I'll go back to my party and go.
Party. Should we go to the temple? We are only a few hours away, or do we wish to pursue our pursuers?
We don't know where the pursuer went, or where he came from, or who he is, or anything about him.
I found his footsteps, but the danger is he knows where we are.
There's a danger she is that way.
That is true, good sir.
Let us carry on to the temple, my friends.
Okay.
But do you have your 3 javelins yet?
Stop.
What?
Stop. Stop.
Shit, dude, I have like 20 javelins. What are you talking about?
Okay, so you guys go wandering off for the temple first, right?
Yes.
Okay. The temple is on a large section of rock that kind of juts out of the sand, and it's not so much a temple as much as it is a shrine, sort of like a. Let's see here, I'll show you.
Wow, so pretty. Wow.
Some kind of little trees here and there. The forest gets a little bit denser off in the distance. And you guys would be able to pull up to here. It's like a raised rocky area that sort of juts out into the sand nearby, facing out into the waves. And there's a large stone altar that's been left up there that has a symbol of Dysonon that's been placed at its center.
Alright. I'll walk up to it and charge my hand with some lightning and place it on the inscription and scream out, No die!
As you call out, what are you guys doing as Zakarum is over messing around with the altar?
I
Just
wonder if
walk.
he'll get I
This
wonder
guy's
if he'll
good.
get struck by lightning again.
I'll keep watching behind us, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like 20 steps back.
The altar leads up to a holy symbol, which is the waves that have a bolt of lightning piercing through them. And the whole thing is made of a metal, unlike the stone of the rest of the altar. When you call out, your lightning seems to course through the thing, and you watch as it momentarily is absorbed into the altar for a second. And everybody else who's watching from nearby would see that the altar pulses with an energy almost for a second. And you hear a distinct cracked, Zakarum, as the altar breaks just where the holy symbol is, and the metallic portion comes off and is now being held in your hand.
I'll inspect it. Guys.
Sure. You can add a holy symbol to Dysonon and add that to your inventory. And it does count as a focus for cleric spells.
Okay. Nothing else happens?
It doesn't seem like it.
Was that supposed to happen, Zakarum?
I'm not really sure, BP.
You know what that is?
It seems to be a symbol to Dyson.
Hey,
It's a holy symbol. It's what clerics use to channel the divine powers of the gods.
try talking to him through it. Hit up your homie.
Use it like
Okay.
a cell phone.
I'll charge the holy symbol with lightning and place it to my ear and say, "No die, Dyson."
As you hold this thing and send electricity coursing through it, you momentarily see that not the waves, but the lightning bolt seems to almost grow bright, and things around you grow dark. You guys see what looks like storm clouds that seemingly roll in out of nowhere and begin to swarm around you in a circle.
Ah, God. Literally.
Yeah, I hope you don't get zapped. worried.
And 3 more steps this way.
There's a loud crack as the clouds momentarily part and kind of warble backwards. Lightning runs throughout them, and a single bolt comes down and strikes right here next to you, Jesse. It's like 3 feet away.
It scares the shit out of my character.
Use this for the time being. Nodai appears as the lightning fades right next to you. You guys all see what must be a, 7-8 foot tall muscle man who's got the head of a shark instead of the face of a man, and he has what looks like a straight blade at his side.
Holy fuck. You know this guy, Zakarum?
He's fucking ripped.
I go to a knee before him and say, "No, Dai, I have come as you have requested of me."
He looks over, but he doesn't really seem to be paying too much attention to you. He momentarily gives you a nod in acknowledgement, but stares out at the rest of your group here. Jesse, there is a 8 foot tall shark man standing next to you with a hand on a blade. He stares at you. His mouth momentarily opens, revealing shark teeth that go for many, many lines, just like razors, one after another.
I look up at him and say, "Hello."
He turns back towards you, Zakarum. He says, "It is good that you've come."
Get fucked.
He steps forward towards you. Rise, Zakarum.
I rise.
This holy symbol is a gift from our god. You'll keep it close.
Yes, Nodai.
Good. Now that you are here, I will inform you of what it is that Dysonin wants from you. Now, do you have your helmet on, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Okay. He says, the Lord of Storms has many enemies in this land, and would have you cast them down one by one. His lightning will be yours, just like it has become mine, but only if you succeed in these trials. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Nearby, not far away, it's a small den of faithless. Highwaymen, you would call them. They've taken up residence in a cave nearby. It is not Dysonin's cave, but they defile this shrine by their presence, keeping away travelers and pilgrims by making attacks on the road. I would have you destroy them.
Your will be done, Dysonin. By Dysonin's will, Nodai, I will do this.
You are to make a prayer to your god whenever the battle is done. Mustn't lose that holy symbol.
I understand.
Good. If I have more for you, I will find you, so long as you have that close.
Alright. Thank you, Nodai.
He leans towards you. The smell of like a fishiness, that ocean salt smell, is very sort of pungent on him. And he whispers towards you, and whispers saying, "No, what are these things that you travel with?"
Well, they're mostly humans, except for the trash-looking one. He's a robot, I guess? A simulacrum, they call them. They are machines that have life.
He kind of looks over his shoulder. BP, you watch as this shark man's dark eyes narrow on you.
I wave my gun at him.
He turns back to you, Zakarum, and he says, does he have a god?
I don't know.
And what of this one? And he kind of nudges towards Jesse nearby.
Also, don't know. Never seen them pray before.
He turns away from you, and this creature steps up towards you there, Jesse. He leans down for a moment and speaks to you, and he says, "Do you have a god, puny man?"
I've never found a reason to follow one. I've never had one before in my existence.
And you, he calls out to you, BP.
Hello.
Have you found divinity yet?
Well, I have always believed in Titan, the god of my creation.
He turns back towards you, Jesse. He says, a god not worth following, if you ask me.
Damn.
What do you think?
Who is you?
What?
He's on the back room.
Oh,
Oh.
no, to Jesse.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure, sir.
indecision. Zakharum may be the only one that can be saved from this group.
Deep.
He turns back towards you. He says, I will watch you when I can. And as long as you have that symbol, I will find you when you are ready. Take care of those miscreants nearby, that they might not defile the shrine anymore.
I will do as it is willed, Nodai.
You will find them over the trees, first towards the north and then west. He momentarily pulls out his sword, and he unsheathes it for a second and makes a slash, and when he does, there's a blinding light and the sound of lightning, and he disappears from existence.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't call on me.
What's the deal against Titan?
And it would appear that your god just sucks, BP.
Fuck you.
Oh, I would have had a heart attack if you had asked me that question.
My existence is... it's clear. I'm a robot.
Okay, BP.
How does his will not seem strong? I exist. I have a gun for a hand because of him. What's happening?
Maybe you should ask yourself these questions later.
It'll be okay, PP. Gods are finicky creatures.
And you, Jesse. What, you don't believe in Titan?
I'm not sure.
PP is confused.
No, we're gonna make Andrew's character an avid follower of Jacob. Would be great.
You reckon?
Yes, BP.
What do you think of Titan?
I think he's a very powerful god.
He gets it.
Okay.
Not very many gods show their work quite as well as Titan does in the world.
What? You just saw this guy fucking...
And how
Oh,
often
what?
do you see this servant of your god, Dysonod? You are very lucky to have been chosen, whereas you could go to any city and see a simulacrum. You have been chosen. Not everybody has the same fortune.
All gods have their merit, but this, including Titan, seems disingenuous.
May Salon bless you all. Walk away.
Just throw in your.
Well, praise Jesus. Goodbye.
Okay, well, I'll gather myself back up and begin heading in the direction that Nodai pointed out.
Okay. Are you guys traveling along as well?
Grumbling.
Grumbling?
Deep,
It's time to kill a bandit that shot Jesse in the chest.
deep. Deep.
I would like perception checks from the group, please.
Uh-huh. I give Uchi my 17. Take your fucking 17.
Okay. That's a 21
That's
then.
good. I got a 5.
I got an
I got a 6.
Alright, nice 17. 20. It's 21 altogether for perception.
Hey, I got a 19.
Oh. Sick.
Okay. So 19 and a 17.
Well, no, the 17 plus his mods is like 21.
So 21 and 19.
Okay.
Mine's 21. Jacob's is 9.
Because God help us, we always go on this perception check, go find the bandits, and then we have no idea where they fucking are for like 2 years.
Ah, hell yeah. They're in a cave. Cave can't be that hard.
Wandering up, you guys travel through the forest, going north and then west after a bit, and you can see over the treetops what looks like a large hill of some kind that rises up, and realize that that's likely your destination. Traveling west now in that direction, you eventually chance upon something. Those of you who got those 2 good rolls can see further off in the distance through the trees what looks like the initial risings of the hill, way over here. But furthermore, you see something else. Nearby, there is a watchtower hidden in the trees. Like a treehouse, there is a small sort of wooden box right here
Ah, my childhood.
that is hidden, that you wouldn't really notice without paying close enough attention, that has 2 people standing up in it looking around.
I seen some bandits.
Well, can we see which way they're looking? Like, which way they're observing? The placement of the 2?
I'd say from this far, no. They have hoods and bandanas that kind of keep you from seeing them very well. And from this distance, peering through the trees and everything, you're kind of hooped.
Right.
In hushed tones.
Be wary to the west. There is a watchtower in the trees.
Hey, Jesse, I think you could sneak up to the tree, climbing up and slit their throats.
Sure, I'll give it a try.
He said yes.
Wow.
I believe in you.
Which tree am I climbing up?
The one with the white box.
Oh,
There's 2
Like-
guys watching.
Be careful. There is land that is not hidden between there and here.
now having a little context, I probably will not be doing this.
He's like, I see a white box surrounded by trees, Vietnam flashbacks.
Perhaps I could step out so that they could see me and be a distraction.
The
Oh.
last time we did that, I got shot full of crossbow bolts.
The last
No.
time you did that, you stepped into like 30 fucking dudes.
Well, who's to say there aren't 30 Where's the cave?
These are clearly some lookouts.
The hill is over here. You can see that much. There's a
Oh, the
large
cave-
clearing right here.
Northwest.
The cave is probably over by that hill. We could attempt. We should try and sneak up to the tree first.
Well, all of us do not have to. I would make trash noises. I think Zachariah was correct. You walked into the open as a distraction. Jesse speaks in and does the cut.
All right, Jesse. We're gonna give you all the opportunities in the world, and I'll stick my hand on his shoulder. The real God Salon blesses you.
Fuck that poser bitch.
I don't see you blessing any people.
I've given you guidance.
Wait for it, old man.
I would like to say the blessing of Titan is clear by my existence. Alright, we can
Titan's
go
a
on
piece
with
of
the plan.
shit. You're all non-believers and false prophets.
You just
I was a believer so long. You
How would you-
required being struck by lightning to become a believer. What does that say about your
This-
character?
this happened to you like 3 days ago.
I was chosen.
Seeing is believing with the Tritons.
I'd like your group to roll luck, please. Who's feeling lucky?
It's either
I
Andrew or
haven't-
Muller's turn.
I think it's me. Oh, I see furious dice shaking. It's not me.
Statistically
yes.
speaking.
Wow, dude.
They'll
Y'all
have
need
the
to
best
fucking
luck roll.
chill. Y'all need to fucking chill.
The dark clouds from before are lingering around, and you hear a thunder crack, and suddenly sheets of rain come pouring down all over the place. and it goes from being a nice sunny afternoon to being a dreadfully overcast day.
Oh, this is very convenient. It makes it easier to sneak. They won't hear or see us.
Agreed.
Alright.
Yes, your god does have his perks after all.
My god is the best god. You should watch your blasphemous mouth.
Well, all the gods are pretty okay. We can just coexist, right, guys? Why can't we just all live peacefully?
Kill him.
Alright, well, in any event, get going, Jesse.
Give him a slight push.
Shank him, Jesse.
Where do I go?
You're sneaking over to the box.
You've got
You
rain
can do
on
it.
your
You're a
side
strong,
now.
independent man.
You also have guidance.
Me sneak.
Okay. So I'd like you to
As-
make a stealth check, please.
You get to roll a d4 with it.
Wasn't Zachary supposed to step out of the
Stealth
shrubbery?
check, right?
I mean, I'm gonna wait until he's like in position.
Resolution.
Stealth check, please. Yes.
How close would I have to get in this range
It is
for
a
them to see me?
26.
Probably pretty close. Okay, so you get over to the forest line here and sneak over to this spot. And looking over up at the watchtower, you see them kind of pace about, and it doesn't look like they've noticed you. You do have one final stretch to get across, though. Are you gonna go for it?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make me another check, please.
Without the
Stealth
d4.
check.
Same one, yeah.
Can we have moved to the closer?
You guys can move
Forest
around
line?
within your
Cool.
thing there.
So it's that
Nice.
one. 24.
Okay. You wait for a moment until one of them kind of walks by and is no longer looking. Dashing across the way, you slip in over here, and you don't think that they are any of the wiser. You can see that there are 4 little posts that hold up the watchtower, and there's a simple ladder that goes up a tree nearby, leading up into the thing. And it's like right here. Oh, that's the wrong color.
Okay. I
At
could.
this point, I will, after giving Jesse some time, will make my way towards the box.
Okay.
Assume the gladiator stance with my maul in one hand, my hands outstretched, and just look at them.
Okay.
Creepy fish person in the rain.
Stepping out into the rain, Jesse, from your point, you can hear whispering from up top. Even despite all of the rain that's just hitting down in sheets, somebody is speaking in common up there, and he says, "What the fuck is that thing?"
Can I get up the ladder quietly?
Sure. I'll say that we'll use your previous check. You wander over here and climb up the ladder and find that their positions have changed. They're both right there, looking over towards something that's caught their attention. They have in their hands crossbows, as well as like other little blades and stuff on their person, and a bunch of leather armor.
I will sneak attack the shit out of one of them.
Okay.
Slit his throat.
Make an attack with advantage, please.
Roll 2d20s.
So 2d20.
Yeah, and then you take the
You
better
take the
roll.
higher roll.
Well, I-
Okay.
um, So it's Dex and something else?
Proficiency.
So 18.
Who's the first one that you're attacking?
How do I like draw the little line thing or ping or
Just tab. You just press tab.
just do that one?
Okay. So you hit this one first. Go ahead and roll damage. Definitely hit with that.
And you do
You
get
got
sneak
sneak
attack.
attack.
So you get to roll 2d6 for this one attack.
Isn't the 2d6 additive to his normal d6?
Yeah, I think
Is it
it's
2d6? Or
It's
1d6? at
no,
this
you get
level?
like plus your sword, so it's 2d6, and then he gets the d6 for his sword.
So 3d6.
Yeah,
I think
so roll
it's
one more
3, yeah.
d6.
I'll go check.
Yeah, I think rogue sneak damage starts at 2d6, then at 3 it becomes 3, and then at 4 it becomes... Or sorry, at 5 it becomes 4.
Yeah, I'll go check real quick.
These are the 3d6 I rolled.
So how much damage is that?
8, I'm assuming.
Plus your dex.
Plus my dex. 3, so 11.
Where are you stabbing him?
In the head.
In the head.
Just in the head.
In the temple.
I mean, where else would I hit him? I'm just trying to kill him.
It is only 1d6 at first level.
Wherever your imagination desires.
Oh, it's
He's
only
level 2, doesn't
1d6?
upgrade it at level 2.
Yeah, it's only 1d6
Wait, so
for future reference.
At level 2?
Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you have advantage. And the amount of extra damage increases as you gain levels.
So what's
That
at
makes
level 2?
sense.
So at level 2, it's only 1. At level 3,
Okay.
it's 2.
so I
Okay.
take out one of them.
Fucking rogues would do so much fucking damage. That's 4d6 at level 1. If you hit both attacks.
So it's a 8 then, since it's only 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
You lunge forward to stab this man with your sword, and striking at his head here, he kind of leans at the wrong time, and you stab it into the top of like his shoulder there, and he screams out in pain and immediately turns to face you. I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
You do still have that bonus action attack, though. You could have made your second strike, but yeah.
Oh well, I mean that was one action I didn't realize.
Given the time, everyone roll initiative and put yourself on the board so we are good to go, but we're gonna go to the 5-10 minute break here before we start. Ooh, and they're advanced. Oh, okay. It's much better than before.
Oh, and they're at top. You're getting stabbed.
You are about to be shankified, my friend. We will be back in a couple of minutes. See you guys soon.
Okay, be right back.
Whew.
Hey, so what's with all the religious racism, team?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is this? What does this mean? Actual bullying.
Yep.
I feel attacked right now.
That was the plan.
Your plan is to just be a heavily prejudiced person?
Pretty much, yep.
Alright, sick. Well, Beerby.
I am back. We'll start up in a minute or two here. Did you guys bully each other into oblivion?
Pretty much.
I'm back.
What?
Baller's a big bully.
Well, he does like worship a second-rate god, so like he's got to make up for his self-esteem somehow.
Why? Why are you egging on like this? Why can't we just all live in a peaceful world where we all have our own gods?
Because your god's gay? Obviously.
Yeah.
It should have been the picture of Gavin.
Yeah. This is just a thing I found on Dota. Our Dota.
What you need to do is replace that picture with the extra sassy hot MTG angels.
Wow.
Looks like 100% less gay though.
What happy, jovial music we were listening to.
I'll fix it.
Oh shit.
Ooh! Are we having jazz combat tonight?
Let's jazz combat. Are we ready?
I'm here.
I think we're ready.
Is Andrew here?
Yes.
Alright, we're back to it then, boys. Here we go. Let's see who is first. I believe it was my bandito friends, was it not? Oh, it is. Jesse, you're standing there. Your sword embedded in one of this man's shoulders. He turns to face you after a scream. The other one does as well. You are slashed at by one of them. Does a 12 hit.
No.
You dodge back as he swings out and misses. The other one, which does not currently have your sword stuck in him, leaps forward and goes to grapple you. I'd like you to make a acrobatics or athletics check, please. Your choice. Need to beat a 13.
It is decent. I rolled a 19.
Okay. This one reaches forward, trying to grapple with you, and the two of you kind of move around, fighting with one another here, but he doesn't seem to get a solid grab, and then steps over here and pulls on something towards the top of the roof, and you hear the sound of like a bell ringing. And it is now your turn, Sakarum.
Okay,
Nice beat.
I wonder if he knows they can't see him in the rain.
let's look. Stash in here, I guess. It's my turn.
I want a perception check from BP and Draken.
13.
10. I got 10.
Okay. You guys both barely hear the scream of pain from this bandit over here through the rain and the storm. You get over
That's a
there.
good sign.
Is that your turn, Zakarum?
Yeah.
Okay. You're on the lower floor underneath them, right? BP,
Yep.
it's your turn.
I can't see him in the window.
No, it's not BB's turn.
Oh, you put them on
Because-
top of each other. Just choose
Yeah.
who goes first.
Would you
Jesse,
like to make your
it's your
light
turn.
My turn. How is my man with the sword in his shoulder doing?
He's like, and he pulls the sword out and lets it fall to the ground. It kind of like
I
clatters
will
on the wood.
attack him.
Okay.
Okay. 19 plus numbers. Does it hit?
Mm-hmm.
Numbers, the strongest modifier.
A 5.
Okay. You swing out and slash across his throat here as he's struggling, and his body kind of like tumbles backwards and falls over the side. Zakarum, you're on the ground floor and watch somebody just next to you.
Nice.
I will use my bonus action to attack the other bandit who is still in.
Okay.
It's a 19.
Okay, that hits.
Just a 2.
Okay, he's still alive, but you do slice his arm there. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. And I take it during that you pick up your sword from the ground.
Yes.
Okay. BP, it's your turn.
I can't see the other one in the window from here, right?
No, you can only see like trees here, and now that the rain's coming down, you can't even make out this. You know it's there, but you can't see it.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I see anything from here? Like, not even the warehouse, the treehouse. Out.
Oh, you're looking out in there. You don't see anything. It's just an open field with rain pouring down.
I'll keep spectating here, and if I see a bandit, I guess.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Draken, you're up. What do you want to do?
Sprint to here.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Everyone roll initiative.
Not good initiatives. Very not good.
Not very good, you say. Not very good at all. Not very good at all, Uchi, you say.
Draken, oh, Jesse, you're first.
Hell yeah. I will attack the bandit.
This is some amazing initiative. That's a nat 1.
I'd like you to make for me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh.
A 9?
Okay. You step forward towards this man, swords in hand. You go to swing at him. He leans backwards, but you think that you are currently reading him properly. You're going to lunge a little bit further and stab into him even though he's dodging. And as you go for the lunge, your foot slips on the blood on the ground. Slipping there, you try to regain your composure, but instead end up stepping backwards to try and balance out, and your foot doesn't touch anything. You've stepped where the ladder is, and you go tumbling down. Zakarum, you're like running over towards the ladder, and you just watch Jesse fall to the ground in front of it. Jesse, you take 5 damage as you land on the ground.
Okay. Take-
Are you still conscious?
Yes.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I can I go back up the ladder?
Sure. I would say that you have just enough movement to crawl back up and get back to him.
That'll be my turn.
What a great, valuable turn.
Are you making another attack?
Can I?
Yeah, you still have your bonus action.
I will attack. Roll another nat 1. Okay, go on. That is a 13.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Leather banditos. You have rolled a 2 for
5.
every damage die. It's
It's
If
the
that's your
offense.
offhand, it's just 2.
it's just 2.
I haven't hit him with my main weapon yet this turn, question mark.
Yeah, but you swung with your main weapon and missed.
Oh,
so
right.
it's-
That event was my main weapon. So, yeah, 2.
VP, it's your turn. You are like kind of staring through the rain. You're like, okay, there's the thing over there, and then you just hear a loud like slump and watch as Jesse falls to the ground, and then like gets up and starts crawling back up the ladder.
Then fight.
Mm, 10. Is there any movement in these trees?
Make a perception check.
Ooh! That's a.
Nope, just rain everywhere.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Right here.
Okay.
I'll keep looking out.
Alright, Zacharium, it's your turn.
There's no movement. The bell is stopped.
Yeah, the bell was just a single ring.
Hmm. Okay. Well, we're still in combat. Oh, there's a guy still.
Yeah, upstairs you can hear Jesse duking it out with somebody.
How much movement is it to get up there?
I'd say you'd have enough to go anywhere up there.
Alright, I'll come up here and make an attack on this guy.
Zacharium steps up next to you, Jesse, his huge hammer in hand, bear skull helmet on.
That's janked. No, it's not. Damn.
It's a 4.
Okay, I won't make an attack on him.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Draken, it's your turn.
I'm gonna chill in these bushes and I'm gonna do the hide.
Okay, sounds good. This
There's my
bandit
turn.
will disengage from you as his turn begins, step over the side of the watchtower, and leap out for a nearby tree. As he goes to leap, his foot slips on the wet portion of the watchtower here, and he face plants against the tree and falls to the ground.
Is that a bandit entering my cyclone? Or do I not see him?
I'd let you make an attack. Go for it.
Target locked.
Poor guy.
Poor fucking guy, dude.
It's a 14.
Roll damage.
Poor guy. You hate to see it happen. 10 damage.
Okay. He lands on the ground and kind of looks over at his arm, and he's just like, "Argh!" There's a twig that goes like straight through his arm, and he goes to pull it out, and then a portion of his head blows off as you fire your gun. You are no longer in combat.
Probably wasn't the stealthiest maneuver.
Wasn't the most elegant maneuver either. Loot the bodies.
That's up to those two. Dude, I'll keep looking out over here.
Zacharium, as you look over the side of the watchtower, you see the man down there. The blast definitely hit him. A portion of his skull has been, like, sprayed across the ground and is fast disappearing under all the rain.
It's pretty nice.
Do I see any movement?
Mm-mm.
Okay. God, am I able to climb up?
Yeah, but it's not fast.
Yeah.
I will cast resistance on him just in case.
I'll like climb up after about 10 minutes.
Sure.
Salon bless your robotic piece of shit body.
Okay.
All right, let's get up to the cave then.
Fuck. Is
there anything on the guy's corpse?
Sure. You go to loot them. I'm gonna roll up. You roll investigation.
13.
You find that one of them has 13 silver on him, and the other one has 3 gold.
Wow.
Wow. Rich ass bandits.
Mm-hmm.
They probably know we're coming, so be prepared for any traps. Let's move as a group as well. Alright.
So like tightly packed, Zakram leads. Is that okay? Yeah, like that.
Make perception checks, please. And now that it's a storm, I'd like you all to roll at disadvantage.
Ha! Fuck! 9.
D roll disadvantage.
I'm Gucci with the 19, boy.
2d20, take the lower.
8.
The nat 1 is low.
Okay.
I got a 19.
19. You guys go wandering forward, and looking around, Draken, you're able to see off in the distance what looks like a few figures from across the way that are currently watching your group from within the trees here. They're all kind of hidden around the different trees, and don't seem to have made any moves yet.
I see some blurry bandits over there in the rain. They could be rocks, though.
Well. How do we want to handle? If we walk out, we get shot. We can
Well,
try
we
to
could do the
sneak maneuver
wraparound.
again. Do we want to
Wraparound.
sneak around again?
I
Yeah, we
mean,
could
the rain's pretty thick. I think that is probably the strategy.
I won't sneak around though. I'm not good at it. I'll stay here and provide support.
Just move up to the front end of the bushes and don't reveal yourself.
See?
Also, blessings.
It's a lot upon all of you, and I'm gonna cast Bless on the party.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Who's
How long does Bless last?
A while.
Okay.
Let me go actually find the actual time.
Zakram? Are you sneaking around too?
No.
Oh, never mind. I'm not casting Bless yet. Fuck that shit. That's only a minute. I'll cast Bless later.
Okay.
But I am casting Mage Armor because that lasts 8 hours.
I'll stay here. Wait for the sneak around.
Wait, Jesse, are you healthy? To sneak around.
I should be okay.
Yeah, blessings of Salat upon you, and I'll cast Guidance on him because I didn't actually cast Bless.
Now, closer up, pointed out by BP, you guys can see these as well. There's 3 bandits over there hiding, and they have in
Pointed
their
out
hands...
by VP.
Huh? Or Draken,
I'm
sorry.
the one who saw them. Thank you very much. I get credit.
Goodness.
Gold star on your report card.
Yeah, let me get that. There are 3 people who are all holding crossbows, hiding there in the foliage. And they're all looking out across the way. Sometimes you think that they're looking directly at you, but then they don't raise their weapons and just kind of like look elsewhere.
We'll wait for the signal. Jesse, when you wish to go in or cause a commotion. Or we can initiate, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Unless you have another plan, or anybody has a plan.
I think the sneak maneuver is the good maneuver. Distract them, that way Zachroom can run across the field, not die.
Zachariah,
Sure. Let's just kill them.
oh, okay. So...
Okay, I walk across the field and prepare to
I
dodge.
thought we were speaking. Fuck.
Zachroom
This guy-
steps out, and the 3 of them shoot at him.
I'm prepared to dodge.
Okay. The first shot is a 11. Does that miss?
Yep.
Okay, the next one's a 13.
Yep, also miss.
And the last one is an 8. As you step out, they all shoot in your direction, and one by one you kind of dash to the side as their shots miss. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I will just sneak over into these trees.
Okay. Roll stealth for me, please.
Sorry, back.
That is a 16.
You get over there without being shot at. And what about you, BP and Draken, now that Zachariah has stepped out into the field?
Am I able to take a shot on one?
Sure.
I'm casting Bless on the party.
Okay.
Now that we're actually doing combat, you lose your guidance stuff.
So, is that after I shoot? Or
You
before
can make your
shoot?
shot.
Okay. Hey, 19.
Okay. You definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
8 damage.
You fire out your gun, striking one of them and blowing a small piece of bark off of a nearby tree. Everybody please roll initiative.
Oh,
Sick.
great 10.
Alright, Jesse, you're first.
I will just move up to the point of these trees, so I'm good. 6.
You do have
No.
bonus action dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action dash as well. So it's 3, right? Or is it 6?
Doubles your move speed. So if you're sneaking still, then you move at half speed.
Well, I'm not sneaking. I shouldn't need to.
Sure. Yeah, if you're just running around, then you get another 6.
Yeah, so that'll be my turn.
Okay. After you move up, Zachariah, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll step up to this bandit and attempt to make an attack.
Okay.
You do have Bless.
Oh. A 22.
Okay, you definitely hit him.
For 15 damage.
Okay. You cause this man's skull to cave in. A single swing of the sledgehammer.
And I'll end my turn.
BP, you're up next.
Yeah. Oh, I'll shoot the one that's already shot.
Okay.
Normal shot.
You get to add a d4. You should add the d4.
I should add the d4. 7, 14.
14 hits.
Making the dice matter. 7 damage.
7. You kill this one, shooting him a second time, leaving one bandito left.
Bandito.
Is that your turn?
Yep. Actually, I'll move up. 5, 15.
Okay. This one turns to run. And getting to about here, Zakarum, you see him disappear into an opening in a cave nearby.
I pursue. Lubu.
As he
Do not
disappears
pursue Lubu.
inside, running out of the cave, you see, and here, looks like a pack of rabid dogs.
Fun.
Wolf, wolf, motherfucker.
Their arrival is heralded by somebody shouting out, "Release the hounds!" And a bunch of dogs come streaming out.
Fighting against the Star of the Crusade. Let's go.
It is your turn, Draken. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do the move forward, but only right here.
Okay.
And that is all I will do.
Initiative. Mike? Jesse, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I will sneak into those trees.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check, please.
Is a 18.
The dogos get... not enough. You are able to slip off into the trees. You can put yourself wherever you want on that side.
Here is good.
Doggos can't smell shit in the rain.
Is that your turn?
That'll do it, yeah.
Okay. After it, after you slip in there, it's dogo time. Six, 7. 6. We'll just put them up. Why not?
Nah.
Oh, please no.
Not have moved forward.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank God. He drew the line straight to me, and I was like, he's gonna bypass our robot friend.
God damn. There's a single attack on you, Zakarum. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Okay. It is your turn, Draken.
It is time to make the ranged firebolt attack at disadvantage. Firebolt. 12.
12? You miss, unfortunately. Firing out, your shot sizzles in the rain and disappears before it can hit this thing.
Ah, well, that was expected. And back to the trees. That's my turn.
Okay. Zakarum, you're up.
I'll make an attack on this doggo.
Okay.
Does a 11 hit?
No.
Wait, are we blessed?
Yes.
Ooh.
Blame it all on Jesus.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Hashtag blessed.
Okay.
Is that
That's
your
my
turn?
turn.
BP, you're up.
You know, like doggos.
They like you.
Gonna fuck my spell slot. I have one. I'll cast Zephyr Strike.
Hmm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, right there. And I'll take just a normal shot at this hound.
Okay.
I like how you moved 30 feet, but called it 35.
Whoops. Yo, maybe bless. 10.
You miss.
Well, that's all I can do.
Initiative, please. Oh shit.
Give me high initiative. I need to get away from the doggos.
This isn't good.
Oh, thank God.
Jesse, you are first. What do you want to do?
Oh, I didn't roll initiative. Shit.
Oh, you should do that. Might be first. Nope.
I'm not.
Hell no.
Well, then. Going to move towards where Zacharium is. So I need to do 6. I'm like not quite close. Trying to think. I guess bonus action dash.
Sure.
I can get there.
Okay.
Then I'll use my action to attack this hound.
Go for it. Regular D20.
Is a 12.
Oh.
Or do you have a D4? Roll the D4. Bless!
A 16 in that case.
Yes.
So roll. Is a 5.
Okay. Yes. Dog
I've
is still
rolled a 2.
alive. It whimpers as you stab it.
You have rolled a 2 for every single attack, like D6 you have rolled. Since we came, like, since our long rest.
You know, statistically speaking.
It's the D6 Whisperer.
D6 is too powerful.
Is that your turn? Jesse?
That'll be my turn, yeah.
Yeah. Draken, you're up next.
I would like to ready an action to cast sleep if any of these dogs decide to run at me.
Sure.
And that'll be my turn.
Why not just cast sleep and
These
me
2
knock
dogs
them a bit?
decide to run at you. Cast sleep.
Both of them decide to run at me.
Mhm.
I didn't chase the fucking trash can. That is actually pretty good. That's 24.
Both of them turn to run at you and slip like maybe 5 feet in your direction before falling asleep in the rain.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking X dogs.
Meanwhile, a group of 2 people step out of here. One that looks like the bandit from before that you recognize, Zacharium, and another one which looks distinctly different. He has on him a set of medium armor, it seems, and a large greatsword in his hands. He looks considerably more dangerous than the rest. He will step out here. This guy will make a shot. Let's see. Jesse or Zacharium? Probably Zacharium, because he sledgehammered that guy. Zacharium does a 14 hit.
No.
Okay. And BP, it's your turn. Oh, sorry, I didn't make the Dogo attack here. You stab at Jesse, so he comes at you and misses with a 9. BP, it's your turn.
The doggos are sleeping restfully, right? They're having good sleeps.
Yes. Good restful
see-
sleeps.
Do I see the commotion over here and like the big bandito?
Make a perception check. Yes, you can make them out through the rain and the trees.
I'm coming for that bandit ass. 15, 20, 25, 30, 5. He's in range, yeah?
I believe.
Yeah, we'll do the advantageous strike through Zephyr and Wave Cannon. You know, we're gonna big boy it too, so I'll take the -5.
Oh no.
You have bless.
This is everything. Ah, hell yeah.
She blows his load.
Oh,
That's a...
26 to hit.
You hit him?
No, 19.
no.
It's 21 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uchi. The 21's not high enough to hit. You miss.
Ah, hell yeah. Oh, baby! 11, 13, 19, 29 damage.
Holy shit. Where are you shooting him?
Wave cannon straight through the chest. I'll level the wave cannon out, and through the rain.
May Titan's embrace be swift.
Holding out your arm, the cannon goes off, and in a loud sonic boom, all the rain is displaced, and you watch as the explosion of red mist comes out of this man's back here, and leaves a hole in his chest about the size of a grapefruit. And he just staggers backwards for a second, his body slams against the entrance, and he falls over dead. His sword lands on the ground. The other bandit next to him just instantly drops his crossbow.
It was swift. It was good.
Zacharium, it's your turn.
I will attempt to finish this dog.
Go for it.
Do I have bless?
Yes.
A 20.
Yep.
Bless is such a fucking good spell.
Pretty good spell. Oh.
That could stop happening. That'd be great. 10 damage.
You sledgehammer that dog and kill him, you guys are no longer in combat.
What about this guy?
He has dropped his weapons, his hands are in the air.
Oh.
Now I go over and yell at him.
Well then.
Sure, what do you want to do, Jesse?
Approach him and say, "Hey, what was that all about? What up?"
His hands are in the air, he goes, what do you mean?
What is going on here? What is this operation?
What? He kind of like looks around at your companions.
The slow trudge forth.
If somebody go deal with these fucking dogs.
I'm
Before they wake
gonna.
up.
Oh. Yeah, I'll go sludge those bad boys.
Okay, I'd
Oh
say
my
that you
God,
kill
You're
them
just gonna
one
kill
by
some
one.
dogs?
Yeah.
Just
That's
this
a-
sound like...
I mean, you guys are like,
Crunch.
you're just gonna kill dogs, and then you realize that, like, to a Triton, that's probably just a big rat.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we also just kind of killed the dogs. Like, we've already killed dogs.
But they were sleeping and they were having nice.
Once you have dog blood on your hands, you just keep going. The man over here turns to you, Jesse, and he says, we just robbed people on the road, that's it. Look, I surrender, okay?
Are
Where
there
are you?
any more like you?
He kind of like looks over his shoulder and looks down at the guy standing or like laying there on the ground with a fucking hole in his chest. He looks back and he goes, "Nope. That's it."
They have until the end of this conversation. I walk over there and sledge him in the face.
Make an attack, please.
I mean, I have to walk over there. They can ask him whatever else they want.
Sure.
Entering combat.
You don't know this, Jesse, but you have a limited amount of talk to do right here. What do you want to say to him?
Do I notice him coming?
No.
Okay.
I'm good. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. You pause for a moment after the guy says this, and then he looks over your shoulder, and you see Zacharoom coming up. And, Zacharoom, I'd like you to make an attack, please.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes. Roll damage.
Just hit him in the temple so he comes concussed and like kind of like a retard.
Smash in a soft spot. With the sledgehammer.
7 damage.
You swing out and he goes to block the blow, bringing up his arms in like an X shape above his head. Your hammer lands down and smashes one of his elbows, so it now like bends his arm in the opposite direction. He just falls to his knees screaming.
My God.
That's a dead boy.
He looks at you for a moment, holding his broken arm. I surrendered!
He did surrender.
But that wasn't what the god told me to do.
I'll attack him
Kill
again.
him.
Okay. The second
Oh.
strike you swing, you kill him, smashing his skull. He is dead.
Why must you be so merciless, Zachary?
When a god tells you to do something, you fucking do it.
I ignore Jesse and just go into the cave.
Gee.
Zacharoom's kind of being a dick today.
The cave complex is made up of a simple hallway and 3 rooms. In one room, you find a number of different bedrolls laid out. It looks like a barracks, kind of. In the other, you find what looks like a dog's kennel. And finally, one that seems to be a rather nice room of sorts, with a single bed there, and what must be an actual like cupboard that somebody has dragged out here, and like a little piece of furniture, a little chair as well in the corner.
What is in the cupboard, sir?
I look in the cupboard.
Sure. I shall roll luck. Inside of the cupboard, you don't find too much. There's some maps of the surrounding area, as well as a small pouch that has some coin in it. When you give it a look, you find that this coin pouch has 20 gold.
Whoa. And that is aggro. I'll take the maps. The maps are what I'm interested in.
Okay. You can add some local maps to your inventory.
Are there any other bandit camps on said maps?
The maps do seem to have certain things indicated. There's writing on it in common that outlines some stuff. And I'd like you to roll straight luck, please, Draken, to see if you find anything interesting.
17.
7. 2 seconds. Where did I put that? Okay. You see what looks like a number of bandit camps that have been outlined in the area, and each one of them has been crossed out with an X. They have names, and these have been kind of scritched out with a pen over the years. However, there's a couple that remain, and one of them catches your eye. You see one up to the north, and then over towards the east, that says Renaud's Cave.
Like both of them say Renaud's Cave? You said there's one to the north and one to the east.
Not
No, it's
Renault.
northeast.
Northeast, okay. Renault? Ah, there's a bandit camp up here or something. It's like got the same indicator that all the fucking other ones that are marked out do.
Yes.
Maybe your god wants us to go kill these bandits too. Probably related.
I'll look around the camp. Is there any signs of like this being a holy site? Or,
Mm-mm. It just
no,
looks like
no
a.
signs of that?
It's kind of like a bear's cave, like a bear's nest that's just been sort of left and disheveled over time.
Oh fuck. I'm gonna try and phone up Nodai. Yeah, Nodai, am I in the right place? Or
There is a loud sound of lightning heard from from the entrance of the cave, and you hear footsteps as Nodai appears walking down the hall.
I go to a knee.
Good, good. He looks around.
Should we also clear out this cave, O servant of Dysodon? I will show him the map.
This was the only task that I had for you. Speaking of which, Zakarum, was that you? He kind of like points towards the entrance of the cave.
The guy with the hole in his chest, that was BP. He's got the big gun.
He turns over to you, VP, and he says, "It saddens me that you could do such good work, but follow such a foolish god.
Oh,
Imagine
God.
what you could do with lightning instead."
All gods have their merit. I am here because of Titan.
Very
Your
well.
insults are harmful.
Some of his constructions are stubborn, I see. No matter. Zakarum, what is it that you wish to ask? There are places that I must be.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that this was the right cave.
Say your prayers to Dysonon and be done with it.
All right. And I'll go to the knee and hold the holy symbol in the lightning hands, and speak a prayer to Dyson.
Okay. When you do, there's the sound of like a rolling thunder off in the distance, and Nodai looks over his shoulder out the cave, and then turns back and nods, and he says, good, good. I must go.
Nodai, before you go, I had a question for you.
You're talented, Zakarum, but be careful trying my patience. What is it?
Maybe another time.
Maybe another time. He steps out, pulls his sword for a brief moment, and in a flash of lightning disappears, leaving a scorched mark on the ground.
Well, what do we want to do now?
What's the loot on the bandits outside, and including the bandit leader?
Ah. Who's feeling lucky?
It
I
is
do
my
believe,
turn.
statistically speaking, it is his turn.
Great stuff.
15.
The bandit leader here seems to be wearing some better gear than his companions, though it is quite rusty, and even his sword would probably fetch no more than a few silver, if anything, given the bad shape that it's in. However, there is something of value on him. He has a bracelet on that has some small rubies set into it, these little red gems. You can add a ruby bracelet to your inventory.
Okay. It has been done.
Okay. The rest of the bandits don't seem to have much on them at all. You find a few copper pieces and a few silver here. At the end of the day, I will round it up to, let's see here. We'll say that you find 12 silver.
Thank God, no copper.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Now,
I
It is
recall-
pouring outside, and the interior of the cave is dry, and you can see a spot where there's a campfire and everything. It's much nicer in here than it is out there.
Maybe we take heed here for tonight.
Yeah, traveling in the rain ain't exactly
Healthy.
great for these old bones.
Is there any food lying around?
You do find food in the bandits' camp, yes. The barracks area seems to have a number of rations there. You can add to your inventory. 9 rations.
Oh shit.
Speaking of rations, I will also be right back again.
Okay, 9 rations.
Do I recall what like
I'm gonna throw them all in the fucking trash can.
That's a little too heavy.
I take one out.
Still too heavy.
I take another one out.
Too heavy.
Let's try
I
again.
take one more out.
Just a little too heavy. Please take one more.
I take one more out.
Okay.
So, what is that? It took 5 rations there then?
Suspension bottoms out.
do I recall what did Clinky also follow Titan, or did Clinky not have a following?
I would say that Clinky would be, yeah, he'd be a fond worshipper of Titan.
Okay.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, shall we just rest here for a while?
Sounds like a plan to me. Do we want to go check out this cave tomorrow?
That sounds good.
I call the bedroll.
We all
I
have
call it the
bedrolls.
leader's bedroll.
Oh, wait. Before tonight ends, can we puzzle box?
Puzzle what?
Oh
box.
yeah, we've got your job done. Let's do this now. Nighttime campfire stories. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
So, I guess we're all around the campfire inside the cave, nice and toasty.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I'll take out from my chest.
Hold on. Maybe we should wait 45 minutes so that Aleutian can get us in the puzzle box and then and that's where we're gonna end the session.
I'm sure Illusion has no problem cucking us at any moment.
It's what I do.
We're all bundled up, being nice, cool friends, sharing
Jesus
our fun,
Christ.
friendly stories. And then I'll take out the puzzle box from my chassis.
Will you?
Yep. It's still in the cloth.
So,
Okay. Okay.
apparently, from what we know from it, this has a new world side of it. Would anybody like to open it?
Do you reveal this from the cloth?
Oh, I have it in the cloth still.
In the
I'm
cloth.
just holding
Okay.
it out.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Would you
Jesse's
like-
going first.
Alright, Jesse. Flex.
Alright, I hand it to him.
You are now holding a small, perfect cube that is held within a cloth that wraps around it.
I will take the cloth off of it.
Okay. I'd like you to make for me a wisdom saving throw, please. She heads in the distance.
An 8.
8.
All of us are making wisdom saving throws?
Just Jesse, because he's holding it, I think.
Okay.
When
Or
your
actually, I don't know.
eyes fall upon the puzzle box, something comes over you. You find that you're unable to look away from it. And it happens in such a manner that you aren't even able to test it. It's captivating. You are forced to kind of look at the thing. And you reach out to touch it and begin solving the box. Do you guys stop him as he goes to solve the puzzle box?
Do we, like, see him go catatonic? Not catatonic, but, like,
It looks like he's
over his eyes?
focusing on it very hard.
I never realized you were so good at puzzles, Jesse.
Damn,
No,
Jesse.
it's-
You took a very fast liking to that thing.
I don't respond because I'm too focused.
Sounds good. You guys leave him be?
Does this seem odd for us? Or is he just looks focused, like he's doing a nice Sudoku?
Yeah, he's just not responding. His Sudoku is just really important right now.
Can I like insight check the importance of this Sudoku?
Sure, you can roll insight.
Fortune cookie I just got to somewhere deep inside we all can fly.
Insight says 9.
9. Yep, he looks like he's just really wanting to do this puzzle box here. Maybe he's got a thing for him.
Maybe Jesse's seen one before. He's really going to town on that thing.
You solve one of the sides and then go for another one of the sides, Jesse.
How
Alright.
fast did he solve one of the sides? Like 10 seconds? 20?
It takes him like half a minute.
Damn. Are you seeing this? Anybody?
I don't think I can solve the puzzle that fast. I'm not dexterous enough.
Your fingers would break.
Yeah, it's just one wrong move, and snap.
You seeing this, Sakura? How fast this boy is?
It's pretty crazy.
You finish another,
Baller.
and then another. And since... Well, I don't know. You guys have a system. I need a luck roll from you guys to see what is on the other side of the puzzle box as Jesse
Yeah,
finishes.
this is
Who's-
all Jesse's. This is
who's-
all Jesse's.
oh,
He's
yeah.
the one solving it.
Give it a good rev. Give it a good rev, Andrew. This is all you.
Oh no. You've
Say-
already
say it-
used
say
your
a word.
mulligan, so...
Say a word, Andrew. Say a word when you toss it. Come on.
Penis breath.
The 9.
Okay. Okay.
I wanted the now one.
Can we take like the average of the entire group's luck roll?
Dude, don't you have like a 1 or something as one of your divination?
I have a
dice?
2. I could have given it a 2, but I can't use that on luck rolls.
Oh, fuck.
Suddenly, Jesse vanishes from existence. The puzzle box is the only thing there. It tumbles to the ground there in the cave.
Oh, it worked.
Oh, well,
He got through.
Who's next?
I look
Could
over
be.
Zach's room.
Alright, well this feels weird. Right. Anybody kind of sense in danger from this?
Oh, well.
Wait, he
There
just
were
like
things.
disappeared?
Yeah, there's just like a... and he just disappears. So there's an audible kind of like magical warble in his space as he disappears.
I mean, we knew this was going to happen.
I don't like that.
We said we was going to another world. I don't know why you're all so surprised. This is how you teleport.
Well,
I need
I
all
have
of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Including me.
Not you.
No.
Definitely not you.
Natty 20.
18.
Zachary.
Actually, 20.
Oh, I don't know what to. Wisdom saving throw, okay. A 7.
Okay. The talking of your companions starts to blur out for a bit. The elderly man's voice and the simulacrum's strange robotic tones start to fall away into nothing as your gaze turns towards the puzzle box. Without any control over it, your hand reaches for the thing, and you start to solve it. You guys see that Zachrum just gradually ignores you guys, reaches for the box, and starts to work away at it. It's like he's solving it in reverse.
We have a volunteer. Wow.
seems like Zakram does care for Jesse.
Or maybe he just likes puzzles. Look at how eagerly he's solving it.
Do you guys let
Can
him
I-
finish it?
I mean, I'll also insight check him.
Sure, go for it.
All right. it stopped in the. We can take that as a fort, but
What?
is that
Where?
jank?
What? Is that jank? Oh, that's jank. Yeah.
All right,
All right.
5.
You have no idea if anything strange is going on. It seems like he's just focusing on the box. He's clearly quite wrapped up in the act of solving it.
Well, I guess he wants to find out where Jesse is, or he's interested in the box. I am.
Well, we'll just
What?
wait it out, I guess.
You'll wait it
So
out?
once
Okay.
he's done, which one of us is gonna solve it next?
I'll
Could be
go
you
next.
or me.
I'll go next.
All right.
Before we get to that, on the other side of things, Jesse, everything disappears and turns black. The last thing you remember is just the face of the puzzle box before you finished it, sliding the last piece of wood into place with a satisfying click. There it was, you were done. And then darkness, tumbling, no gravity. And when life comes back to you and your senses return, the first thing that you smell is like a frigid air almost. It's unmistakably like cold mountain air. Oxygen is thin, and you can tell that there's a great cold that spreads out. As your eyes start to come to, you see shades of white and blue and gray. And gradually, as you turn around, you see that you're standing on a frozen lake surrounded on all sides by large mountains that rise up like these spear tips in towards the sky. There's nothing around, just cold wind that blows snow all over the place.
Wow.
The puzzle box lays on the ground next to you. It's there sitting with the little bits of cloth around it. Or sorry, no, the cloth probably wouldn't be there, just the box. It sits there. And as you look down, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
A 7.
Okay. The box is undamaged. Despite the fact that it's tumbled and fallen there, it seems to be in perfect condition. Just a little bit of snow here and there on it.
I suppose I'll pick the box back up and take it with me.
Sure. You reach down and grab for the box, and as you grab onto it, suddenly there's a distracting noise, and next to you, in a Zakarum appears out of nowhere. It seems like he's dazed for half a second, and then after a couple of blinks, Zakarum, you see the same thing.
So I take it you solved the box as well?
Did I? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I couldn't stop.
Well, I suppose shortly we'll see our other companions if they decide to solve it as well.
When Zakarum disappears, back over on your plane, who goes for the box?
I do, willingly.
Okay,
I start
you reach
solving it.
forward and grab it, and it feels very natural to solve the box. Soon, it's pretty much all that you're paying attention to, and one side after another, eventually you vanish as well, and then Draken. And all of you end up in this gigantic, frozen lake with these massive mountain peaks all around it.
Ah, it's fucking cold!
Feels fine.
No wonder it feels fine for you, you big hunk of metal.
Yeah,
I remember one of
that
my
is-
dwarven ancestors having a problem with this fucking scenery.
Oh, I
What?
suppose, what do we want to do now?
I mean, it's a whole different magical world, right? There's gotta be something to explore.
A heavy wind suddenly buffets against the group. It's enough to cause you to slide about a foot on the ice.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's that slippery.
Like a whole foot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Is there like any cave, any like big marker, or is it just like the spear tip mountain?
There's just mountains rising up. They're far away enough that there may be features that you'll see up close, perhaps caves and whatnot, but they're distant.
Is that the only big landmarker, the spear tip mountains?
Yes,
Okay.
and just this gigantic sheet of ice that you're all on.
Well,
Oh,
I think we
Memory
know where to
recall.
head.
somebody pick up the puzzle box.
Throw it in me.
I toss it into Bender's chest.
I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Who, Mir?
No. Jesse.
Is a 12.
You're holding onto the box, about to toss it back, and you pause for a moment. Holding the box there, you're about to throw it when you can't quite take your eyes off of it. You forget what it was that you were going to do there. You find yourself fixed, staring at the box.
Jesse,
Any day now.
come on, Jesse.
Something happens. You hear the voices of your companions calling. You can recognize their voices, but they're muffled, and you can't understand their words.
Do I understand that this could be dangerous, or am I just totally entranced?
I would say that you would recognize that this could be dangerous.
I start to say, like, guys, I need help. I can't do anything.
Okay. You guys watch as a panicked look comes over Jesse's face, but he says nothing, simply holding the box out in front of him.
Jesse,
Mage-
you okay there, bud?
Mage hand, take the box.
Sure. A mage hand appears and pulls the box. When it leaves your fingertips, suddenly everything is back to normal, Jesse. You have control of yourself again. The box floats nearby in a spectral hand being summoned up by Draken.
Now, I have a good idea as to why the owner of that shop kept this thing in a cloth. Does anybody have some fabric or something we can wrap it around it?
Yeah. Do we have that cloth we originally had?
Doubtful.
Actually, I have a pouch that's empty. Here we go. I'll stick it in my coin pouch that has literally nothing in it.
Sure.
Then I'll toss it into the bender.
Okay. The thing disappears
guys.
inside.
So it appears as when you hold on to the box and look at it for long enough, you become entranced, and I suppose that's why we all salt it immediately upon picking it up.
I did it willingly.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Zachary,
Willingly.
Haven't you ever had the interest to go explore other worlds? You're a Triton. I'm sure like coming onto land was like a whole new world to you.
Yes, but I did not go there of my own will.
No, this is the second world you visited without any consent.
So it would appear.
Doesn't seem that bad though. Hopefully there
Damn
isn't.
it! It's fucking freezing.
Let's start heading towards the mountains. Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Keep a line. Gotta make sure there's no thin ice. Somebody falls in, we're fucked.
True. True.
Probably have our Zachroom lead. He'll probably won't be affected by the white ice water quite as much.
I would not know.
I figured it'd be cold towards the bottom of the sea.
It's quite cold in the bottom.
Yes, yes. So you'll probably be best off. If we let the robot go first, well, he'll just sink to the bottom and we'll all be fucked.
At least I don't need to breathe.
You guys go traveling off in the line with, what, Zachroom first? You guys can arrange yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it'll be like that. This.
Okay. And off you go, stepping across. There's occasional sounds of snow crunching underfoot, but the ice sheet seems to be quite stable. It doesn't cause you any problems, and your group starts to wander off towards the mountains. It looks like it could be a while, probably a couple of hours of walking. Are you guys talking about anything while you go over there?
It's fucking cold.
So,
Definitely cold.
for a whole nother world. Right now it doesn't seem too exciting.
Nope, you got that right, VP.
Is it any more exciting than the real world? I mean, it's just mountains.
There aren't even things to hunt here yet though. But I may
Just
eat my
think,
words.
If something lives in this wasteland, it must be pretty tough.
That's pretty terrifying.
I mean, you kill a giant bird. I don't think you should be scared.
I do not have my conch anymore.
Oh, shit. We've lost.
But now you have zappy fingers.
Zappy boy. I have a question.
Sure.
Can I, like, hold out a firebolt? Like, not like throwing it, but just hold it in my hand.
Sure, yeah, I'd say you can make like a very small flame. It won't be very useful for light, but you can do that.
I want to keep myself as warm as possible.
Sure.
Hold it next to my fucking chest or something.
Jesse, you doing okay back there?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just trying to stay warm because it's quite chilly.
Really just nothing so far.
Suppose we should try and find some form of warmth or shelter or some cave or something along those lines.
That's why we're heading to the mountain and trying to get off this lake.
Okay. You guys travel and travel, and eventually get to where the ice turns into land. And there you step onto a frozen tundra of sorts, and it's impossible to see from as far away as you were from before. But nearby, there are statues that seem to run almost entirely around the center of this lake and just dot the shore every now and then. They're quite covered in snow, and between that and the gray atmosphere everywhere, it's very difficult to see them until you're kind of right up upon them.
Oh, can I book check it? I haven't
Sure.
done a book check in a while.
Make a book check.
Book check!
Does it look like religious?
Oh, that's a 16.
Okay, so you got nothing there. The figures are tall, but from the distance here, you can't tell if they have any sort of religious significance. Whoever made the statues certainly made them look more like, similar to Nodai's height. But other than that, other than them being vaguely humanoid, you don't really get anything unless you're going to go closer to them.
Are they on the way to the mountain?
Yeah, so if the shores are here, so like let's say this is the lake, and it's like the mountain's edge kind of thing, there would be just statues running all the way around.
And where are we?
You've
Located
just
on
come
this-
off of the shore.
Okay, I guess we'll go near to one statue.
Sure.
Might as well take the detour.
As you guys approach, you eventually realize what it is that you're looking for, or looking at, rather. Standing in front of the thing, you see a large and sort of tall statue of an elven figure. And this elven figure looks very militant. He has a set of armor on, the kind that the elves wear, made of like little plates of bark and metal. And he's standing vigilant with a look of concentration on his face towards the lake. And he has in his hand what appears to be some kind of a scepter that he points towards the lake.
I know it's hard to see like other statues from here, right? Do they kind of all have the same like outline, like silhouette?
Yeah, they all look very similar.
Well,
Is there anything else? Like a hidden inscription or
That seems to be it. Now,
Well.
as you guys have been here for some time, I need from both Draken and Jesse Constitution saving throws to deal with the cold weather.
Does my flame do anything for me?
No.
I didn't think so.
It warms your hands a bit, but the rest of you is freezing.
15!
You're doing okay.
Hey, 17.
Okay. So the two of you are holding up well. It's not pleasant being here, and if you had to spend, like, another 3 or 4 hours, you would probably freeze. But for the time being, you're holding it together. We're all kind of clustered around this large statue.
can you two take it to the mountain? If
How
not,
far
we
away are the
can.
mountains?
The mountains are not much further.
Well, Worst come to worst, that puzzle box should take us back to where we were. So, if we're starting to freeze, both me and Jesse can go back to the other side while you two finish the journey. And then one of you can come and get us.
Interesting. Okay.
I totally didn't steal that from Tuesday. This is my strategy.
Mm-hmm.
We're just doing it in reverse.
So, should we continue on or should we wait for Isaac here?
Oh, did Isaac step away?
Yeah, he said BRB for a sec.
Okay. I'd say you guys can probably choose.
I think we wait.
Yeah, I guess we'll take a...
Unless,
minute
like,
for-
nothing is going to happen all the way to the fucking mountain.
You guys can chill for a minute if you want. Do you want to mess with the statue or anything like that?
I haven't... Were there elves at Hillcrest? Are they... Or is it... Oh, it's like really diverse, right?
It is. Elves are rare. You've seen elves there once or twice, usually on official business. There aren't really any that live there. Now, half-elves? Yeah, there's a couple of those. But full elves? No.
Which one does everybody hate? We hate full elves, right?
You guys don't hate either. They're just very strange.
The world is different now, Uchi.
Oh,
different
has that
type
also
of-
evolved? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The halves are not hated anymore. Not in the same way.
So if we could get like a sponsor break for like Aleutian's fun facts about Skyfall 2.0, what happened to that? Like, what's the war story with that?
You'll never know. You'll have
Oh,
to
fuck.
uncover the history.
Yep, we're gonna go read every single fucking book. Let's Skyrim this shit up. Let's go.
Lusty Argonian made part 17.
Are some of your like fanfics in this too?
Oh god, no.
Is that the only way I get another website?
God, no.
Yeah, you read the book and you come across a strange line of text. HTTP.
No, I just want Aleutian to just ramble on. his
Page
whole
is
entire
covered in
fanfic.
semen.
Hey, so what website is it?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Sorry, Twitch.
China.
Oh,
See
Baller's
now
back.
everybody in...
Back.
Welcome back. Your
Alright.
group is standing around the statue, trying to decide what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
Shall
was a
we?
nice click.
Shall we head towards the mountain now? Or we can try to investigate another statue, although that seems far off.
I think it's rather cold and we should try to find a shelter.
Okay, to the mountain then, friends.
Okay. You travel over towards the mountains. It does not take long, maybe about half an hour before you reach them. There, large stones come jutting out of the snowy tundra and rise up. It looks like something that you could potentially climb using climbing equipment, but it is very perilous. Only the most experienced climbers would probably take something like this on. You don't find anything like a cave here, but you do find rocks that jut up, kind of giving momentary respite from the winds nearby.
Oh, tired as fuck. We never did get a long rest before doing this. Does
So,
anybody want to head back over to the other place and grab some of those bedrolls, blankets, and the like?
I mean, we could just camp on the other side, where it's warm.
Hmm.
How do we know this box will take us back?
Well, you appeared next to the box, right?
Apparently.
If we just leave the box here, this seems like nothing would mess with it. Anyways, I don't see us climbing this mountain anytime soon, unless there's a super baby path.
Super baby bath.
An interesting problem. What do you guys want to do? Wind continues to blow around. and the chill is partially mitigated by where you are, but the place seems very, very desolate.
Like, so we're at the base of the mountain, right?
Yes.
Looking to our right, is it just all kind of the same?
It's just a circular mountain range. Repeatedly, peaks go up and up and up, forming a large circle around this lake.
Wonder if there's something in the lake.
That sounds like a hard thing to find out.
We do have a trident.
Depends if he's willing. Also, we'd have to walk back to the lake, but you know that actually sounds important. Zachary.
You all brought me to this strange world. You all can figure out what we do from here.
Well,
What?
do you wish to swim in the frozen lake?
No.
That solves that. But from the statues, I think you're right. The mystery is probably within the lake.
Okay, I will go into the lake then. Fucking A.
Were the statues facing into the lake or facing away from the lake?
They all stare into the lake and point their scepters towards its center.
Did we start in the center? Or did we start, like, off-center?
I'd say you guys were like roughly around the center, but probably closer to the shore.
Hmm.
So it begins.
Well, we could always just head back to the shore and travel back for a good night's sleep and handle this in the morning.
Look, if you want, I can go down, break the ice, and go for a swim and see what's down there. If not, let's leave.
I would like to do that, but I fear for our human fleshy companions.
It'll be fine. Like, again, we can just head... The two of us can head back if it gets too cold while y'all figure out this mystery.
I guess so.
Spend good... Well, I guess we didn't spend... We traded good feathers for this box. We gotta figure out what's going on here. I don't just keep nothing of these things.
I guess we head back to the lake then.
Okay.
How long would the journey be to like go at an angle to another statue though?
Like
Not the one
20
that we've already
minutes.
seen. Okay, let's go to a different statue though.
Sure. Travel to another statue, and eventually find that this one is a duplicate of the other. It faces slightly off to an angle so that it too is pointed directly at the center of the lake. Holding a scepter in hand, this militant elven figure points towards the lake. Covered in
Well,
snow.
Zachary.
Does the statue have, like, anywhere that it seems like a fire might reside?
A fire? You mean like a torch or something? Or a lantern?
No, like a brazier, kind of.
Ah, interesting. No, the other hand seems to be held in front of it, kind of like a flat palm out in the same direction. So one hand holding the scepter, the other is a palm out. You don't see any spot on the statue that looks like it would be meant for holding, like kindling or anything. The scepter itself, maybe, but it's pointed downwards. So anything that you tried to put in it would fall out.
Oh, it's pointed downwards
So,
at
like,
the center of the lake.
You can kind of picture. Here, I'll do a rough
Wait, so
drawing.
the scepter is pointed down towards the lake, and there's a hand outstretched as if to hold back something that also points towards the lake?
If that's what you want to interpret the open palm as. But yes, I would also agree.
So you have like one arm that kind of points in this direction and then has the scepter, and then another arm that has a hand also outstretched like that, but you know, it's got a palm out.
Interesting.
Frantic typing ensues.
interesting.
Can I knock on the statue just to see if it's hollow?
Sure, you give it a tap and it feels like solid stone. A small bit of snow kind of ruffles and falls off of one of the nearby parts.
So I just posted something in general. So it's like this, except they're holding scepters.
Yeah, kind of like that, except instead of looking forward, they're looking slightly down.
I don't know about this, BP.
I get the feeling you are feeling.
Feelings.
I wonder if Nodai would be interested in this.
I doubt that I could reach him, but perhaps I can
Could ask him
try.
on the other side, though.
Good.
Nothing's up.
Well, I don't know. Let me try and reach him here. Let me hit up that god phone real quick.
You grab the symbol and call for Nodai, but nothing seems to happen. No swirling storm clouds, no bolt of lightning. He does not show.
Yes, this realm is beyond his reach.
But if he solved the puzzle box, he could come here.
I doubt he would have interest in such mortal triflings.
Does this look very mortal to you?
Yes.
Well, triflings for us mortals.
Considering the fact that we are in the barren wasteland where nothing is alive, and there are statues depicting humanoid figures, one might assume that this is in fact immortal.
I mean, I suppose, but
Take that, trash can.
knowing of the gods, I'm sure he was once a mortal himself.
I don't think, Draken, that he's going to come here.
You never know.
All
Who'da
right,
thought?
let's. Wait, you think the half shark thing was once mortal?
Well, wasn't he offering you the lightning too? This is how the servants of the gods come to be in a lot of cases. Mortals that have been elevated to be servants.
Let's just go down to the lake, see how hard the ice is, and then figure out what we're doing.
All right, going back
we're
to
going to
lake.
leave we're going to leave my god out of this.
Okay.
You approach the lakeside. There is a definite division between the tundra and the area where the water has turned into a frozen sheet. When you get up towards it, what are you guys going to do to try and get through?
Can I start picking at it with my robot hands?
I'm
Sure.
just gonna start smashing it with the sledge, dude.
Oh, that too.
You start scratching with your robot hand, and next to you a hammer just fucking... it's like, whoosh. When your hammer strikes down on the ice, it causes a crack to spread out a couple of feet in a few different directions. Do you swing again? It's quite
Zachram,
tough.
wait.
This must be multiple inches of just solid ice.
Yes, step back, BP.
Wait. If you got that, weird intuition, do you think that this is really a good idea?
Amen. You're the one who wanted me to come down here and take a swim. You want me to take a swim or no?
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Well, he could die.
That's not the worst thing that could happen. There are worse things than death.
Not right now, old man.
I look at the old man like, nigga, what the fuck did you just say?
Look, dude, I'm old. I'm gonna die soon. I could have my soul like fucking raped by a demon.
I start hitting the
Process.
ice again.
The next swing is enough. Suddenly, the hammer smashes and pierces down, giving you the sound of water from below. It sloshes up, pouring momentarily onto a bit of the lake. The pieces drift apart, revealing a hole small enough that somebody could shimmy in, but something strange happens. Almost instantly, the lake freezes back up again, and just as soon as the water is sloshed out, you watch as a new sheet of ice pushes up from underneath, and the frozen, frigid water turns into a sheet about like a single inch, and then 2, and then 3 and 4, and continues to rise until it fills up the area again. The cracking finally ceases when everything has been filled up.
Well, I think the lake doesn't want you entering.
All the more reason to try to get in. I'll walk. Oh,
God.
well, yeah, you could do that.
And do what?
Firebolt the lake over and over again. See how the puddles. What happens?
When you fire the firebolt there, you disturb bits of snow that have come to rest on the lake and kind of, polish off the ice and whatnot, but you don't manage to burn away more than maybe like a small bit of water, right? Perhaps a large fireball or like a burning hands, something like that. There's more powerful fire magic that exists. This firebolt would never get through. You need tons of people all casting at the same time at this rate.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Fire machine gun.
Because oh that
No,
might work.
that's not a thing.
Wait, a wave cannon might be able
If we get enough BPs together all at once,
yeah.
put them in a line.
So the first time I hit it, the ice didn't repair itself.
Yeah, the first time you smashed it, it sent cracks, but it wasn't until you actually broke through to the water that all of this finally fixed up.
Okay, so I'm gonna step out on the ice and begin cracking the surface in a circle around me.
Okay.
Wait, Zachary, before you plunge, how would you get out?
I'm going to leave my hammer up here.
Okay. I'm not too good at swinging it. Maybe
Alright,
Jesse.
Jesse, you're the only option we got left of that.
I'm not very masculine. I'm not sure I could.
That's a rather. You shouldn't talk about your masculinity that way, boy.
Reckon not the time.
That's the way you said it, though.
I'll set myself up so that on the next swing, when the ice breaks below me, I can, on my counter throw, I, throw the hammer behind me towards the party.
Sure. Okay. You ready to do this?
Yep.
How far out? Here, let me draw first. This is no.
But you said the cracks went a few feet, so I imagine 10 feet probably. Is that the shoreline?
Yeah, so if this is like the
The
lake
line.
edge, you guys are around here, and Zachary is kind of setting himself. Everybody moves back. So underneath you is probably like a foot of water.
Oh.
So if you want to be submerged or able to swim, yeah, that would make more sense around there. So you've kind of set
I'll-
cracks and stuff.
I'll be here to catch the hand
Okay.
out of his crack circle.
Are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
Okay. Zachary, you swing down again. This time, you're ready. You're going to toss the hammer over your shoulder on the recoil, and when your hammer strikes the ice, sure enough, it breaks. You get the sensation of falling as your feet plunge down. They touch into unbelievably cold, icy water, but your body is ready for it to a degree. It is very much like the cold of the deep when your feet plunge into this water, and your body tumbles, and you throw the hammer, which slides onto the ice in BP's rough direction as you slip underneath the surface of the ice sheet. Immediately above you, the ice sheet reappears, and you are sealed underneath in the lake. BP, you watch as suddenly Zachary falls inside, and all the pieces start to kind of gel together.
All right, now that I'm in the water,
Okay.
I take out my eel friend.
Okay.
I set my eel friend free.
Okay. You open up the jar, and your eel friend escapes from the jar and goes swimming off into the distance. It is a
I say, hey, come back.
It is a pitch black, and when you call out for it to come back, it just continues to swim away. I'd like you to make an insight check, please. Alternately, you can do animal handling if that skill is better. It's your choice.
I think they're both zeros. No, insight
Wow.
gets a +2. 21.
Okay. You know that the eel is afraid, and it is beyond its wits. When you call out, it should be able to understand you, but it simply goes off into the darkness till you can no longer see it. Its shimmering scales disappearing into nothing, and that's when it hits you, like a wave. It's not necessarily fear, but it's just like raw claustrophobia that comes washing over your body, and you don't feel like you're alone in that area anymore. Something's wrong.
I'll follow the eel.
Okay. You swim further in. BP, you watch as Zakarum begins to swim from underneath the ice. He moves about 5, maybe 10 feet before the snow up above keeps you from seeing him.
Can I
Jesse, come here right now.
Okay.
See where the ice is thin already? Keep trying to hit it. Let it not stay so. Try to not let it thicken. Use your big boy muscles. Go.
Okay.
I'd like you to make a strength check, please, Jesse.
Oh, yeah, 0 bonus. Let's go. 10.
10. You swing down with the hammer on the ice and cause a small crack, but it's nothing like what Zakarum's able to do. Sure enough, he's much stronger than you are, and you're having trouble getting through the ice. Zakarum, as you swim forward, something happens. Part way towards the eel here, it vanishes from sight, and then you see something. It's nothing but a darkness further up ahead, until eyes start to open up all over the place within the darkness. It's like a swarming mass of eyes that look around in different directions.
As in, like, one creature?
They could be. They don't seem to be moving. They're stationary, clumped in different ways all over the place. These eyes, given how far away they must be, are like the size of that of a giant squid. One eye opens, then another one, then another one. All of them emitting a dim light, allowing you to see them from far away. At this
How far
point,
away
I
are
need a
they?
charisma saving throw, please.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hey!
A wave of fear rushes over you. As the eyes are looking around, one of them looks in your direction, and then another, and suddenly you feel compelled by fear to swim away from them. Meanwhile, back up on top of the lake, you guys see Zakarum come back into view, and he looks like he's swimming frantically.
I'm just
Get the ice. Break through.
I
Make
cast
another
guidance-
strength check, please, Jesse.
Guidance on Jesse.
Okay.
Wait, does that work on strength checks?
should.
I'd say so, yeah.
So add a d4.
Yeah, one ability check, so yeah.
Reroll that d20,
That's
please.
jank. That's jank.
Leave the d4. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Whoa.
You swing down and the hammer clatters onto the ice but escapes from your hand. The grip leaves. Your fingers are growing cold. No wonder. It just like bounces off and slides across the ice. Zakarum, you get over. You watch as your hammer slides above you on the ice. You start pounding on it, trying to get out, and you're unable to break through. It's too much.
Right.
The eyes look like they're getting closer towards you, and you feel something forcing its way into your mind.
I start. Can I?
I take the hammer and I will attempt to do the strength smash.
Please do.
The old man strength smash. Let's go.
Can I shoot down at the ice? That's all
Sure.
I can do.
Nope, that fails. That's a 3.
You swing as well, barely making any chips in the ice. Are you firing a shot at the ice?
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Sharpshooter that shit, nigga.
There was no aiming. It's 5.
Okay. You fire, and it actually punches fairly deep into the ice, but you see your bullet, which has gone halfway down. If you shoot again, you might be able to break through.
I shoot again.
Okay. You fire again. This time the bullet pierces, and roll damage, please.
No. Fuck. 4.
It leaves a small hole, which suddenly fills back up. It's not anything close to what you would need to get out. The eyes draw closer. Zakarum, I need a second charisma saving throw, please.
Alright, Jesse, let's go together. Let's both swing the hammer at the same time. Both hold on to it. Let's go.
That is a 20.
Okay. This time, as you feel this fear working on you, there's most certainly something magical trying to pierce its way into your mind, and you can feel it. It's like a slippery feeling running down the back of your neck, trying to like burrow into the back of your head, and you kind of shake your head for a moment and focus and push it back, but it's unrelenting and continues.
All right. In this moment of clarity that I've found and resisted the push for the time being, I'll turn around towards the eyes, and Primordial will call out, I am Zakarum of the Triton people, defender of the plane of water. What are you, creature?
Now, I would allow you to say this, but I would say that when you say it, it's not with a confidence, but like, you know, you're clearly frightful as you're calling this out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The thing would respond to you, speaking directly into your mind, say, come. And you would see what looks like a dark tendril reach up from the deep and move towards you.
Well, okay, time to get eaten by the underwater Sarlacc, I guess.
Are we able to act?
Yep, Draken and Jesse, go ahead and make your hammer swing. Both of you make a strength check, please.
Can I take a shot at where?
Wait, hold on. Being a Triton, do I have any idea of what this thing might be?
You have no idea.
Can I take a shot at where they're swinging to?
Sure.
Guidance on Jesse. And roll D4 with this, Andrew. Oh, you got a 19. I got a nat 1.
I did. Fuck.
Sabotaged by Jacob.
I did 4 damage.
So you got a 20 and a nat 1. He's got a 20 though. Not natural, but an unnatural.
Okay. The hammer slips from one of your hands, while Jesse, you manage to hold on to the thing and smash it into the ice. It's already been cracked from the shots that BP has put into it. He places a third down, and the hammer pierces into the ice, momentarily breaking the thing. You hear this, the sound of the ice breaking, Zakarum. You flee immediately, trying to get out. Bits of ice are forming on your body as you are pulled from the water by your friends, and there's like shards of it which keep forming first on your torso and then on your legs as you're pulled out. When you finally land on the ice nearby, your body starts to almost fuse to it as the ice.
But it said come.
Oh, were you going to it?
Oh, I was thinking about it.
Oh, sure, yeah. Do you
Was
wanna
it like
go
a
towards it?
malicious come, or?
I would say that you would have no context for that. That's completely
No
up to you.
context. Okay.
The thing calls for you to come, and the ice breaks above you. What would you do?
Well, I am pretty attached to this character, but I also really want to learn what the fuck this thing is.
I'm glad we broke the ice. It's no longer he gets to make a decision on this.
Yeah. It's not in your hands at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up the ice for one forlorn second, and then let the tentacle take me.
The tentacle grabs a hold of you, and we will end the session.
Aw, come on.
I knew. I was looking at the clock and I was like, "Yep, this is happening."
Yeah.
A Walking Dead style cliffhanger, if ever there was one.
Oh, goodness.
I do believe you're dead.
I think maybe he gets to play an old god character now.
Now he's like, two gods are gonna be like, no, I want him. No, I want the guy.
Yeah, the campaign's gonna end with me being ripped in half by two gods.
So,
Maybe he'll become
The first trek into one of the puzzle blocks has ended unpredictably, and there's very little to say because I obviously have to have a talk with a certain player here about some things. So we're gonna end the session.
So wait, in secret, or do we get it here?
Yeah, hey Toxima, you need to talk to Illusion here, bud. So you should do that.
To all the players,
I
I think that you did great. Some interesting decisions were made today. You had some good combats, and you managed to complete a quest or two, so congrats to the audience. Thanks for tuning in.
Have we leveled up?
That's the
And-
real question.
And to all the patrons and supporters, we have thanks. Couldn't do it without you. So we're going to end the session there. And
Yeah, thanks,
we'll
Switch.
see
We
you
love you.
next week. Adios.
Bye, Switch.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stream ended?
No, stream's still going, but I
Okay.
should kill it. You guys have anything to say to stream before I close it?
I have something to say after the stream's closed because I have to get it out of my system.
Yeah,
Oh.
me too.
Alright, peace out, stream.